Welcome, everyone. It is Fantasy Empire Primetime Draft tonight. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for late night Matt Modica singing? Are you ready for late night tech support from Chris Vaccaro? Are you ready for these guys to pick number one? Stay on. Here we go. All right. Welcome back, everyone. The boys are here. Chris, Matt, number one. What is going on, boys, tonight?
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Yep, the Empire drafts a live primetime here with the now famous Paul Spiteri in the driver's seat, steering the ship of the show.
Now famous, Chris. Now famous. Only in these airwaves. Now famous. You know, I'm very famous in other industries. Yeah. You're probably right. And so, just like for all the fans, I put the proper shirt on tonight, Chris, and I'll be giving away an autograph cutoff to the first person that says something nice about me this evening. And I know it won't be anyone on. It won't be anyone on
Won't
this
be
stream.
here.
I know
Yeah,
that.
it won't be on this stream. Yeah.
Look at the lemon juice. When did you bring that back from Italy, Vaccaro?
Oh, you know, when you're doing a draft, you know, you got to have the ice cold water with the lemon in it. I don't know, like if you don't drink the ice cold water and put lemon in it, well, Matt, we know what your cocktail choice is. You would drink coffee.
The guys pulling lemon. Did you bring them back from the Amalfi Coast? Or the lemons there, Chris, are the size of basketballs.
Yeah, we picked lemons there and brought them back. So that's where I get my lemons from, the Amalfi Coast. That's how bougie I am.
Speaking of bougie,
not just regular lemons. I got to get Amalfi Coast from Italy.
Staten Island's finest lemons, plucked from the Arthur Kills roadway.
Yeah. I do have a nice bottle of wine for you from the Amalfi Coast. I got that shipped in. The shipment came in last week. I got a nice little bottle for you, my friend.
Oh, look at Paul's face. He's all smiling.
What a class act. Shipped in from South Bronx, I'm sure. So everyone, talk about bougie. The bougie draft, Chris, tomorrow night. For those, I wish our text thread was public because it was maybe some of the funniest content today. This afternoon was Stevie the Greek's confidence is bursting, Chris.
The group chat today, I mean, listen, it was so funny today. I laughed for 3 hours straight. The lines that were dropped, it was an all-time day in the group chat. I know that we're talking Chinese here to our listeners because they're not in on it, but man, oh man, it was funny shit today.
But I think the thing that's interesting for everyone, we talked about this on the last show, and we're going to get right into this draft in 2 minutes. Yeah. But the showmanship, the gamemanship, the what can I say, the bobbing and weaving by certain members of the league was unbelievable. That's going to be awesome tomorrow, Chris. Listen, good luck.
First things first, though, Paulie. First things first.
Yeah, first things first.
We got to dominate tonight.
Yeah, so the boys are picking one. I got the board up, so the redacted board is there. I think in terms of the field, guys, how many usual names did you guys see? A lot of
listen,
people.
We got our boy Mike Edelman, Uno, the original Uno, is in here. He's in this draft. We got Chad Schroeder's in this draft. Kimra is also in this draft.
We got the Guilds.
Got the Guilds.
Hopefully he's not harming his dog on his live stream.
No, hopefully Paul's dog takes the night off tonight as well, because I was listening to our show yesterday, and Paul's dog is now famous.
He's settling in, watching the reruns of The Wire, Chris, tonight, so he's all right.
Okay, good. Maybe you could put the live stream up for him so he could see his dad on TV, and
that put him right to sleep. That'd be like a drug. So we're the boys are picking one. I don't have access to the room. So you guys want to milk the clock a little bit? I've seen people milk the clock at number one. It's unbelievable.
We'll milk it down to 2 seconds. And hey, we're gonna get the guy regardless.
Even you can't mess it up, Chris. Yeah, you can't mess up the pick tonight.
My technology was one up regardless.
Pull the plug. We're still getting gifts.
We'll keep
guys, the board, let's see. The one thing to talk about quick is Genty and his cryptic tweet. I don't know what to make of that.
I got you. Good.
Oh, you guys are off. We're off and running.
Yeah, we're off and running.
All right, so we got a few minutes before you guys pick that
Yeah, we got
Genty
a
thing
long
today.
time.
I don't
That's
know
a
if that
good thing
affects
tonight.
anything.
That's a good thing for the live stream. So, when we're up, we get to double pick all night long. We get to see how this board shakes out, and I'm looking forward to it. So we start off with my first high stakes share of Jahmyr Gibbs this year. I have not landed the one in any big drafts so far this year. Matt, how about yourself?
This is my second. I do have one slow with Gibbs.
Okay. Paul, what about you?
0. Chris,
Zero.
I haven't picked higher than 5 in my I've done 8 prime times already. I've got nothing but back end
You've done
picks.
8 prime times already and haven't gotten higher than a 4? Is that on?
That
Are you setting it 1 through?
No, yeah, I'm setting it 1 through 5, and that algorithm can be questioned, but I don't know what to do. But I'm taking what they give me, Chris. I'm making lemonade out of lemons, my friend.
Oh, I see what
I
you
gotta
did
say,
there, my
Paul,
friend.
You've had some solid squads picking from wherever you've been picking. You show me them every night when you're done.
I had the one that I did by myself, which I didn't like. That's the one where I went Allen, Henry, and
that was a different one, but I didn't think that, for going that route. I mean, you're doing so many, so a unique one isn't a bad way to go. And I thought that one worked out.
Yeah, I remember that draft, Paul. Wasn't your finest work, but we move on.
No. KC Concepcion has a big year in my flex, and all will be good on the Chris. If your Cleveland Browns prediction comes through, I might cash on that prime time.
Cleveland Browns going to average 20 a game this year. Watch. Oh boy, no surprises here so far. The draft starts pretty much now, right? After the 2 green and 4 yellow, JSN lands at 6. He's no longer locked in as the 5th pick.
I wonder, Chris, if he has a big Wednesday.
What was that noise? Was that Darth Vader?
Yeah, it was Paul moving the thing.
Paul's thing again?
My mic is very sensitive.
It is very sensitive.
It's very sensitive, my mic.
Yeah, just like you.
Don't hurt its feelings. It's going to put more noise in the back.
That's what you tell me every day in our text. You hurt my feelings.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't help. Yeah. You think if JSN has a big game Wednesday against the Pats, you think he moves even to 4?
Oh, he's 4 then, yeah. He'll be 4. People change their minds just like that. If he comes out and he drops 8 for 130 and a touchdown or 2, people not only love to get the points right off the bat, Paul, but
I think
it's a debate to begin with between Puka and JSN and Amon-Ra. So why not start the year off with that 25 points and take JSN at 4? So he'll be locked in. Chase Brown here. Another thing we just see is something that I think we're going to see in almost every draft now is James Cook, top 8. Really doesn't get outside the top 8 or 9 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, not at all.
I mean, I think rightfully so. When I first started in June, I've always
Whoa, here we go. We're cooking.
There's a little fun there, number 12.
Yeah, we like that.
Where's Uno picking? I'm sorry, Matt. Where's Uno picking? I know he wouldn't care if we said it.
Uno's in the 5 hole.
Okay. Sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
But I think Cook's solidifying that spot is all based on him catching more passes. A couple of years ago, he had 54 targets. I think he could hit 60 plus with the new running back coach. And the fact that Joe Brady, one of the things he said when he got the job, he was kind of confined by Sean McDermott, held back a bit on what he wanted to do offensively. So we'll see if that comes to fruition.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. There's one obvious name that there he is. Jonathan Taylor, a little bit of a slide in this draft to the second round. Every draft, someone in the first round that's a familiar name has got to fall to the second round, and somebody's getting value in this, 13, 14, 15 hole. There you go.
Look at that, Chris.
That's
Nico's moving north.
Right there. Yeah.
All right, so we got a little different here. I mean, again, but Chris, I'll say it's different order, but the same people are in the same rounds.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But this is what makes it fun,
so
Paul,
far,
right? You get a different, you get a little bit of a different look on the board.
And Drake London, who had fallen at times, I think he's getting solidified with the Penix news. Tua just was abysmal. So, when you see the splits with him and Penix,
I told
agree with Paul. I agree with Paul. He's terrible.
Matt, I agree with what you just said there. I think Drake London moves back up into the 15 solidified. There was that week where London started going 20, 21, 22. Tua threw up all over himself in training camp, just like I thought he would. It looks like Penix is going to get the job and keep it. And I think that's music to Drake London owners' ears.
Yeah, my first slow prime back in I guess middle of July, I had the 5 pick. I went Amon-Ra. I got London at 20, and
you see
I'm
a lot of this now
too.
on the right side of the board. Is
Wow.
Now you get two. You see everybody two green, two yellow, two green. It's like everybody comes into the draft and they're like, I'm starting running back. I'm starting wide receiver. And a lot of boards look like this.
I mean, Kenneth Walker in the middle, I think, is a steal.
Okay.
By the way, because I heard that Ben Albright said Tua might get cut outright and they're going to trade for Dylan Gabriel, who threw 3 touchdowns today in the first quarter or something, first half.
I wouldn't.
That's a nice stop by Edelman.
Yeah, Hampton. That's one of Hampton's later spots, guys, that I've seen. I haven't seen him go that late in a long time.
I mean, Collins, Bowers both moved up here, so
yeah, that's great value.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you boys are coming up. Let these guys think.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know half the room. The other half, I really don't. Or there's at least 4 or 5 names that I'm really not that familiar with.
Yeah, that's good.
No, I agree.
You are on deck.
So right now in ADP, the first 21 players and Bowers are off the board in a row, according to ADP in the last 3 days.
Yeah,
and we'll see what we get here.
Oh.
You are up.
So, Chris, I'm good with any of the top 3. We talked earlier. If you have a major preference.
No, I think we stick to our original plan, Matt, and we will. Let's see. We'll take your boy here. And,
I'm fine with him, but I'm fine with Devonta or the other guy. So if you have there you go. Yeah, I just think he's a beast. I mean, 25.
Yeah. So we start off with George Pickens. I'll be honest, and anybody else other than George Pickens right there, I feel is a little bit of a reach to bring into the second round.
Mm-hmm.
All the other names that we're going to see now are all third rounders in my eyes. And that's where, can I bring them into the second round in this spot in the first, second, or third hole? Sure. But I'd preferably, would rather have them as my third selection on the other side of the board.
Pickens, I know Lamb was banged up last year, but Pickens actually broke out a couple of years ago in Pittsburgh under Arthur Smith, believe it or not. Mm-hmm. But last year's season by Pickens, the only year Lamb had a better year was that year 2023 when he went nuclear, which happened to be the same year Pickens broke out in Pittsburgh. But Lamb just went total nuclear on football that year.
Yeah,
there's one name that's
he's 2 years younger.
A little bit. Boys, there's one guy slipping. What? There's one guy slipping a little bit in this draft.
Yeah.
Wow, Jeremiah Love off the team 9.
Still surprised at the Jeremiah Love third round picks right now.
Yeah.
But you know what? I keep seeing drafts on a nightly basis that either he falls to the middle of the 4th or he lands in the middle of the 3rd.
There you go, guys. There's something to talk about. Henry goes to team 8, 3 running back.
Triple running back. Yep.
That's a build that we watch.
What it is people saw that game before he got hurt. And I know it's preseason and everything, but it was as advertised. He looked special, and the team that's going to be playing from behind, he can catch the ball.
Yeah. This guy made the right call. That guy made the right call right there. 5 and 6, put together some nice builds right here through 3 rounds. JSN
Oh,
Neighbors
sweet.
Flowers is nice.
I even like Team 7. I mean, I'm not really in on McCaffrey. I'm just worried about that, but I can't blame anybody for taking him. So CMC, Walker, and then you get a Lad. I think that's a pretty sweet spot start.
It's coming back to us pretty quick over here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see what we land here.
We have no clock drainers in this draft.
No, we're.
I guess Lou Weber's not in it, Chris.
Lou catching straight.
Lou catching a stray tonight from Spiteri again.
He is a. I call him the four corners draft.
He's probably watching on with a nice little glass of Cabernet with his fuzzy slippers on and a robe. How he watches his drafts at night. And I'm sure my phone will be getting a text in about 3 seconds telling me to go F myself. But yeah,
that's a boys. You're coming up on a
started 3 wide.
Mm-hmm.
3 teams, Matt. 3 teams, 3 wide.
Oh, okay, yeah, team 10.
10, 6, and 4. See, Matt, I can't offer this expert analysis when you and I are drafting. I'm just an observer here. This is great.
Are on deck.
DJ Moore, 3rd round pick, firmly these days.
Yeah. Let's see what Team 2 does if he wants to go the Team 8 route and go triple.
Well, you boys got a yellow run here, so you got decisions to make.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, I know who's coming.
Okay, Matt. I think that our decision just got made for us. Let me just, before we jump into it, let me just jump into the board over here. 1 second.
I'd love to predict your picks if I could, but you guys.
I'm sure you could, Matt. I'm in on the top 2 in the queue. Is that what you're in agreement with?
That works for me.
Okay.
I mean, the only other guy is the guy you don't have starred, but he's
yes, I know
injured,
at the top.
So we
of
can
the
pass
queue.
on him. I'm fine with the top 2 guys.
Yeah, I think we go that route.
Okay. I mean,
You are up.
we're gonna have like 3 to top offenses, so that's what I really like.
Yeah. Paul, was that who you were going to predict?
I got one of the 2 right.
And groaning over there.
No, I was going to write them down and see if I'd be like Karnak, like I'd say.
Oh yeah, nice.
But I got one of them right. I got one of them wrong.
And
one guy you both like a lot that you didn't take, but I knew Burden. I mean, Burden and Higgins are great value. I just thought you might.
Burden was a lock.
Burden was a lock.
Okay, so Burden, you thought we were going to take, and not T. Higgins, huh?
Yes, I know that Matt loves Burden. Okay, that was so. I thought it was Hall and Burden. That was my.
What an interesting build for Team 2 here.
Yeah, we got 2 and 8 now, which are going to dictate a lot of this draft. Now, I think Team 2 doing what they're doing in front of you guys, right? He needs receivers. You're going to need backs. So that's actually very beneficial for you guys.
Yep, great observation. Paul.
This is how every draft's a little different.
Like Sam Kinison in Back to School. I'm going to keep my eye on you. I like the way you think. It's one of the best cameos in a movie.
Thornton Mellon for the win, man.
That was, who we thought about.
Great, yeah,
or at least I thought about.
Yeah, I didn't think because of the injury, I thought you'd be off on him.
Yeah, no. But, I mean, going Pickens, Higgins, and Burden, like I said.
This is a great start, guys. I mean,
offenses.
Yeah.
It opens
everyone who's watching
this up also later for to have
possibilities
on 3 offenses with 3 nice combinations as well.
But I do think, Chris, you're going to see a big green run right now, and that's what you guys are hoping for. Maybe as your number 2, I think will be a little diluted at the point it comes back to you, but we'll see.
Okay. Well,
Matt, look,
we got a long way to go, my friend. Right?
Heartbreaker, Matt. Look what how could they do this to my boy?
Look what they did to my boy.
Look what they did to my boy. Some
boy.
people in this room I will not forgive.
There you go.
All right, Team
That's
6. So Team 5, our friend Mr. Edelman cooking with gas tonight. Okay. That's a great. I mean, Colston in the 4th round, kind of where he should be.
With that 3 wide start, I like that a lot.
All right. Well, Team 8. We'll see what he does.
Marty Smith in the chat.
Marty.
Marty.
Canada Marty.
Marty with that.
Marty.
With that fantastic draft, what was it, a week ago?
Yeah, I mean, man, Matt loved it so much, he's still talking about it 2 weeks later. He loved that team.
Matt's going to put a tariff on your draft, Marty, because of what you've done.
Marty, if you're out there, why don't you offer Matt
now.
a piece of it? Yeah, why don't you let him buy into that team so at least he can be one with it all year long?
He can sail across the Lake of America, Chris. The Lake of America now. You can go give it to him.
He's going to be texting Marty every week for updates on the team. How's our baby doing? Just checking in. Did we win again this week?
Try and give the guy some props, and you guys.
Marty,
just hate it.
Nothing safe over here, Matt. Nothing safe.
This is the Shark Tank. So Team 8, by the way, guys. So he went obviously McLaurin, so he's got to start building a wide receiver room. Interesting though how Devontae moved up ahead of McLaurin and Watson, which we have not seen that much this summer.
Yep.
We've seen it reverse.
Tyron. Okay. Let me just put down my players. Let me just jot down my players and catch up in my notebook over here, guys.
I got to say, it's really interesting. I'm really intrigued with Team 2.
Yeah, and it directly affects you guys. But I think that makes it even more interesting tonight as we're burning through this.
I like all the players that he's got. I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just.
There's a guy I'm warming up to more. Like I want some more exposure to JMO, and I figure he might.
Is it because of Laporta? Is it the Laporta issue, or just or something?
The
different?
offense, man. I mean, Chris, that offense, man. Their defense is terrible. Mm-hmm. They got a nice schedule, a lot of indoor games. You just feel like they're gonna just throw the offense is just gonna cook. I think.
I think the head coach is for vengeance this year. After it went to shit last year, and
he's going on 4th and 10 this year. That guy, I don't think he cares.
Team 11, I think they put together a nice little round start, right? You know,
I do like JMO with Waddle too. It's a nice balance.
Mm-hmm. You could get pinched nowadays in this. Josh Allen, there he goes. You could get pinched though in that build, a running back build from that 10, 11, 12 spot. You know, waiting in the late 4th round. I saw a Primetime, I think it was in the last 2 nights, where the yellow run was even quicker. I think
the one I sent you, Chris, it was brutal.
I think it was that one, Paul. It might have been. And
I grabbed Godwin. I was back in 10. I took Godwin at the 4th round of the 10 spot because there was nothing left.
I like that.
That.
Yeah, that's nice right there. That's a nice turn because, hey, we talked about it the other day on the show. Hey, if the receiver room drives out a little bit, go back and get a running back that you like.
Wow.
There's a comment in the chat about rating a team. Just for Daniel can tell these guys are drafting, they're focusing, so we're not going to post rating teams. So I apologize for that, but these guys got to lock in and draft, brother. Sorry about it, man. All right, so Mike Evans in the 5th round. Jerry and Price been going in the 5th round pretty consistently. That's a great value on ETN, by the way.
A lot of buzz on Price now. Mm-hmm. I think he lives in the 5th round after all the hype in this last week. I think he's
Chris, if he has a big game, if he has a big game on Wednesday, good Lord.
Oh, God. Yeah.
He's going to be a Vegas steamer.
Yep.
Vegas steamer. All right, so Team 7 coming up.
Thank God it's a Vegas steamer, and not a Cleveland.
I don't know in our lifetime we'll ever see the Cleveland Browns play on the Wednesday before opening day.
JP. There he goes. We're hoping maybe.
Look at that. Joey, thanks
to us. JB up late night with us.
Yeah, Team 6 going with the giant stack, not to be as to be expected.
Breaking news.
As to be expected.
Here's our friend Team 5. He may take the clock down because he's got a very strategic pick to make here. He can go in a lot of directions. So I think this is going to take a little bit.
Uno's in 22 drafts right now going, so hopefully he went back.
Did you see that NASA center? He said the picture.
There he is.
I thought he was landing spaceships today when he sent them.
Yeah, no, he just texted me. I think he's in a FFWC live right now too, which Weber is in. and they're up against each other in FFWC. He's pulling a Sousa with the double screen over there, Uno.
Savages.
Yeah, Paulie did that the other night.
Oh,
Paulie
He
was doing
didn't
2 for
like
10.
it. Yeah, he didn't like it.
I don't like it. I did it once. I screwed up.
no Gouda. No good.
I was not a
Gouda.
fan.
Carnell Tate,
Tate.
dominated today's exhibition versus the Bears, supposedly.
Yeah.
Did Cam Ward play in that series, Chris?
That's, you know what? I should have looked at. I'm assuming Cam Ward was the guy who was delivering.
All right, the boys are up, so let's let them focus here.
Yeah. There is one name I would really like to get here at the turn. I have 3 guys that I really would like here, Matt. So we're at least getting one. Just a matter of hopefully we could snatch 2. As Team 3 drains the clock.
Yeah, this is some clock killing, and the Hoa bastard.
Are on deck.
That hurt.
Nice pick right there. I know, Team 2. If he does not go yellow, it will be the talk of the primetime season.
Go with another. Bring up another running back. So.
He's taking
So
his
how
time.
do you want to have this in order, Chris?
Yeah, Matt. I let's see here.
I'm writing down my predictions, everybody. I'll show them in a
Oh,
minute.
really? Oh boy. Top guy, Matt, and then why don't I have him? 1 second.
You
All right,
are
I got it ready.
So Matt, let's talk about this.
I would say the
openly.
top guy. Definitely.
Yeah, that's
Right.
one of them. So let's we can lock that in, but we got 45 seconds. Let's talk. Let's talk another position here. We could bring.
I'm not afraid to go with the third guy. I'll be honest with you. I'm not afraid to push it. I'll just tell you that right now. But that's up to you. I don't know if you
You know
feel
what?
comfortable that way.
You know what? The top 2 you want to do?
Let me see the top 2. Yes, that would. Unless you don't feel comfortable. I mean,
No, I'm fine with that. And then we'll just let it roll with the other way. So here we go. Let's do that.
I mean, Godwin to me had to be a pick. He was going to be one of them. I would have maybe sacrificed the second guy if
Could have.
if Tootin didn't go.
Yeah.
I got one right again.
You got one right, one wrong?
One right. I got Godwin, but I did not have Joey B.
Yeah.
I'll say who I had if he goes in this round.
Okay. I probably know who you would.
I took a quick look at the list of who was out there, and I thought you would go in that direction, especially when Matt said push it up, but you pushed up Joe Burrow, which would have been gone here in Team 3.
Text over. Eating like kings out there.
Oh, Zeus and his merry men.
Yeah, Nelson just sent over a nice. Like they say, you zig when everybody goes zag, whatever the bitch it is.
I think you guys threw Team 3 into a tailspin with that Burrow pick.
Oh, little Josh
Josh
Jacobs.
Oof. His draft position not beaten down. All right, so Team 2, by the way, guys.
Burrow breaking records. He better be.
Team 2 doing the right thing after their start. Going 2 yellow. I mean, really had no choice.
Yeah, let's see.
DK Metcalf, who is a love or hate fantasy player. People love him or they hate him. No in between.
Matt, just going back to our Burrow pick, I'm actually fine with it. I'm a big Burrow guy, and the fact that I think we had T. Higgins for the hookup made it the right pick.
I was going to mention to you before we were on the phone, I was not adverse to pushing it. And
Yeah.
to me, it just worked out that way. To me, that seemed like the right picks to make there. I mean, Godwin was a slam dunk in my opinion. Paul took him the other night, and I think Paul made the right decision at 410, the way that room was going. So
yeah, I have no argument with that. And I think this is the way you build right here. The 61st pick when you draft out of the one hole, in my opinion, is the one that changes your whole team, right? You know you're getting Gibbs, and then you know you're going most likely 3 yellow with another yellow as one of the picks at 60-61. It's what you do with the other one. Do you get your second running back? Do you get your QB1, which you know you're going to get an elite guy at quarterback if you take him at 60, whether it's Burrow, Lamar, May. We're in
Warren
a
fall
time
to you?
Say it again.
I said Warren could fall to you at that 5-6 turn.
That was the next thing I was going to say. It'd be Warren. So that's what you see the most out of the one hole. I just don't like when people go running back and then 5 wide receivers.
Chris, let me ask you a question. I had you guys down for Godwin Brooks. Who was your other choice beside Burrow?
For me, it was Brooks.
Yeah, that would have been my choice as well.
And Paul, I'll be honest with you. We spoke about that in the pre-draft meeting in the war room, me and Matt. I just see that Brooks is a little bit of a cold name right now. And, he's lasting until the 70s in a lot of these drafts now. So to drag him up the board and put him at 60, could we have done it? Yeah, maybe it's not the right draft to do it. We'll see what the rest of the draft holds and see if this was the right move. But you know what? As of right now, we have a locked-in top 3 QB1 who has the potential to drop 40-plus touchdowns. So, we could potentially have QB1 and RB1 on our roster.
Yep. All right, so Trevion, who's been bouncing around the 6th, 7th round, goes off to Team 6. No news on him yet, officially, what's going on with him. I did read something today that I don't know if some reporter said Stevenson's the locked-in RB1 right now, but who knows how true that is.
The Trevion update that I saw a couple hours ago was he'll be ready by week 1, which doesn't seem too comforting, I think. It sounds like it's not something that he'll be back in a day or two. It seems like it's a multi-week absence.
Well, because I think a lot of these guys, like they sit them down now, right? You got this week's like a dead week. I think the week to really see is when practice starts before week 1. That's when you start to see if they're not practicing then they're at risk. And but right now they're shutting everybody down just to get them ready.
Yeah. But do you think Trevion is a guy that the Patriots camp coaching staff would shut down? It's not like a veteran guy.
I don't think he's shut down. I think he's going to take a few days off. Like all these camps are coming to an end. They're going to go back now to the facilities. They got time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Tyler. It's like Warren. I think he's fine. They're just being cautious. Burden, I never waited for a discount. If he was there at 310, I took him, and he's running fine. I think a lot
depends on the nature of the injury too.
Well, like the one person I will say I do want to see, practicing is Ibuka. That you want to see.
That would be definitely.
It's been a while.
If he's not practicing before week 1, that's a concern.
Guys, I got tied up after we made the bar. You guys talked about Jacobs. I was just dealing with some restaurant stuff over here.
We mentioned that he went off, but we didn't go into depth.
To me, that's really surprising that he went there. Really not much of a change. Josh Jacobs goes right around that end of the 5th, 6th round turn to begin with. We made our predictions. We thought he would maybe last till the 8th or 9th round tonight after the news. So.
Unless somebody's not up on it, unless somebody's not paying attention to all the news.
Could totally be that. Yeah, totally be that.
I do think a lot of people think he's not getting suspended until 2027, but I think it's still a good chance he gets suspended in 2026. And if a video drops with him, assaulting this woman, he's probably getting cut by the Packers. You don't have to worry about his suspension; he'll be cut.
By the way, R.J. Harvey, as a Bronco fan, I think that's early.
Well,
That was a
people
little
watching him
surprising
catch.
of a pick too. Yeah, Paul, I agree with that.
I think that's early.
Well, when you're coming down to your pick, those are the type of picks that you like to see. You know, it makes you feel good that you just bought yourself an extra pick on the board.
Absolutely, but like last weekend, people saw him catching those 2 passes, whatever, 12-yard touchdown.
Well, he'll be out there on third down. He's going to be the third down back, so he won't run the ball much at all. He's only touchdowns he's scoring are on throw passes, right? So he might be max 5-6 touchdowns. He ain't scoring more than that this year. The only thing that he'll get value is if he gets a lot of catches. There goes Jaden Reed, nice value, 7th round. So it's a nice team, 7.
Nice build. Yeah, real nice build.
Nice.
And he got his elite tight end out of it too. With now with 4 receivers, 2 bell cows, really nice build. And I'll beat this drum right now. I keep beating it. The middle of the board, I don't see many guys messing up their builds in the middle of the board. It just comes to you nicely.
Casey Concepcion lives in the 7th, last couple of weeks. He was one of the big risers. Or as a boy Theo would say, steaming up.
Mm-hmm.
I got my predictions for you guys ready to go. The Karnak is ready.
You. Karnak.
I've looked at the board. I looked
Half
at my
the crowd
list.
does not know who Karnak is.
I know. Well,
what's the name of that game when with the cards? Isn't that a game show from back in the day?
Which
you flip the card over and it's
that was Card Sharks.
Well, Card Sharks. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, I was never really into Card Sharks. I love the Whammy show, but my mom loves that show.
Oh, Whammy! What a great show, the Whammy. It's Lamar. We like to see that pick right here, right?
I'm feeling much better about my predictions now. I might be this might be my first 2 for 2.
I know the 2 I want. I don't know if Chris is on the safe wavelength this week, but I know.
Well, let's hope we have our. Actually, you know what? I have 4 guys right here that I like that I would be happy to get. So
I don't have the queue in front of me, so I'm also just kind of going off a list that I just
put. Are on deck.
Wow. Okay.
All right. I got my 3. All right. So you're up.
Wow.
You are up.
So my 2 are definitely going.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about this here, Matt. We
got time.
Yeah, we got options here. Geez, let me get out of this and in here.
Now, if I'm looking at the queue, if we went that route, like 4, if we were going that route, but I like 5, and a guy that's buried in your queue is the other guy that I would want.
You know what?
28 seconds, boys.
Matt, I don't have the time to put this in order. Is Blake Corum one of them?
Yes, Blake Corum's the top guy.
All right, so Blake Corum's your top guy. My other guy would be either Dobbins or Jordan Mason right here.
Mason's my guy. That was the guy I told you before. These were the 2 guys I was hoping for. But, if you have a stronger prediction for Dobbins, we can go that route. I just think Mason's setting up, So we got Corum. I was hoping we get one. That's why I was willing to push it at 5-6.
Yeah. I'd rather go with Dobbins. You know what? I'm fine with it. If you want to go with Mason here,
I'm fine with either one.
You know what? I'm gonna actually veto this one. I'm gonna go with Dobbins just because I think he's locked in as a veteran.
Vaccaro, look! I had it.
What?
Mason and Corum, I had it right here. You blew it.
Sorry. Made me act like I did something wrong.
Well, like I said, I was assuming Corum was gone and it was going to be Dobbins and Mason. So the fact that Corum was there, I was ecstatic, and
Yeah.
Corum was a lock to you, Matt. Once Team 4 took Lamar, it was done. You guys had 2 running backs at your disposal once Team 4 went.
Yeah,
it looked like that.
I even have a couple other guys that were on my board there,
there was some other players. I mean, there was some good choices to make, but I think we went the right direction there.
I just like
that's why.
Matt, you're not worried right now with maybe Aaron Jones being in a split with Mason?
I mean, no. I mean, like we're talking about what's his name's playing third downs. I mean, I think Mason's getting pretty much all the touchdowns.
Yeah, he's the goal line guy, and Aaron Jones is not a good goal line guy.
And Aaron Jones is like the change of pace. I'm kind of thinking Aaron Jones is a bit dusty as well. He had to take a pay cut to come back to the team.
I listen. I agree with you in terms
now,
of
the
that.
flip
Mason's
side,
the lead dog. I'm just talking about who's
you.
going to cut in more in there, and I still think Aaron Jones is going to play a role on that team where
where I agree with the pick is Denver's got the best line. The flip side is Dobbins going to stay healthy? So I'm fine. That's why I was fine with either one.
I'm not in the prediction of injury. In the
no, I don't really call anybody injury prone, and I love Dobbins, but he's hurt, and I draft him all the time. I draft Mason Dobbins.
I think he could score 10 touchdowns just like the way Mason could. Paul, you're on the clock right there at the turn with Corum, Dobbins, Mason, and even Pollard on the board at running back. First off, I'm thrilled to get two backs I like.
Yes, that's what I was.
Makes me even love the fact that we took Burrow instead of forcing a running back in that spot.
But that's why on the phone I was, I wanted to tell you I was ready to push it at 5'6".
Yeah.
When we had
I think two things. I think I would have Corum, Dobbins, or Mason. Chris is what I would had. I had another guy written down that has not gone yet that I thought you might. Well, that was my third pick. But
I know exactly what you're thinking about, and me and Matt spoke about it. And
We'll but I'll do this. Listen, you guys prepare. We will do that. But I think what helped you is the build on Team 2. Team 2's build played perfectly for you guys to get two running backs there.
Yeah. But like you said, Team 3, I said they might have went with another running back. They just took a running back there. They took their fourth. Yeah. So I don't think that was a guarantee. I knew Team 2 most likely was going. I thought they should have went wide receiver again. But, I think
I'll say one thing. Just moving on from our team a little bit and our picks, really late for Cortland Sutton tonight, huh?
Yeah.
And that's a player that I actually wound up taking in my last prime time. It's not somebody I'm in on. We got caught in a heavy wide receiver run. It's not somebody I'm in on. It's not somebody I'm out on. And I wound up taking him as my wide receiver 4. Paul as the resident Bronco homer. I still started thinking about it these last couple days since that draft, and I'm like, you know what? Sutton's one of those guys that people just might be sleeping on. That he's not. Nobody talks about him in any draft. He's not a popular, flashy name, but he's just there as a big outside receiver on a really good team as a 1B to probably the Waddles 1A. And can't you see Cortland Sutton sneaking out a 10-touchdown season?
Yeah, easy. And they throw the ball more than anybody. Sutton he's a veteran. He makes catches. Listen, as a wide receiver 4, you can do a heck of a lot worse than Cortland Sutton. It's all about when you get him, right, Chris? If he's your third guy, if he's your fourth guy, why not on a high
exactly on a heavy running back build or something like that? If you have 3 big backs like I did in
right
that draft.
place, right time is Cortland Sutton. I agree with you 100%. To be honest, he should be going ahead of Wan'Dale Robinson. Come on, Wan'Dale Robinson is not better than Cortland Sutton. I'd even argue Golden's more risky than Cortland Sutton.
Okay, spicy take.
No, I mean.
I got to post this as the best line of the night. Thanks, Josh. Look at that. Look at that, Chris. I'm going to get T-shirts made up with the
anybody that says, hey, for all the listeners and commenters, you say anything good about Paul, you're going to get up on the screen.
Immediately. Auto-click, Chris. Auto-click.
100%. Paul, you look so handsome tonight. Hey, Paul, nice tan. Nice cuddle. Hey, Paul, did you lose some weight?
All right, hold on, Chris. Sorry to interrupt. There's the guy I thought.
That's what I said to Chris. I thought Chris was trying to insinuate he wanted to go that route, and that would have been,
That's a team 11 lucked into a great tight end in the 9th round.
So
him going behind Mekhi Lemon is criminal.
He did, but you wonder if Tucker Kraft's going to fall a little bit in these next couple days this week. You know,
Oh,
they
don't say it,
signed
Chris.
Jonnu
Don't say
Smith
it.
today.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
God,
no,
Chris, come
they
on.
needed some depth.
Stop. Why would you screw our show up with a Jonnu Smith reference? For God's sake. Jonnu Smith, for the love of Christ.
Jonnu.
Back to the
Jonnu's
religion, man. For the love of Christ, Jonnu Smith.
Oh, boy.
I just think that's great. Even Alec Pierce in that. Why is Alec Pierce going behind Mekhi Lemon? And the same guy got him, but I just feel like why not take a shot at Alec Pierce at that point as your wide receiver 6?
Well,
Right,
I'll say this about Lemon. I think in the second half he could be. He's far behind because he missed a lot of camp. But the Rams, everybody thought was taking him at 13. And he's a pretty damn good receiver. Like, what is he going to be in the pros? I don't know. It's not a guy I've been on. Like you said, he's missed a lot of camp, but there is a lot of upside.
Josh, to answer your question, the reason why everyone's out in the Broncos' backfield is because Dobbins is injury prone. Harvey doesn't run the ball well, and you got a rookie behind Dobbins. So there's no guy that you're like, oh my God, I got to have him. But Dobbins is the guy to draft. He's running back 1 for as long as he's healthy. But no one's going to run through the screen to grab him early because of those reasons. Jordan Addison,
Matt, that's a favorite of yours.
Oh, yeah, I was hoping that was the turn.
Who got him? Oh, all right.
Team 6.
Team 6 who just keeps building.
Like I said, he actually lasted to round 9. We didn't think he was lasting to round 9.
I said that. You guys yelled at me. I said 9 or 10.
I didn't think so. I thought Jacobs was going to go like a round later, and I thought Lloyd would move up a round.
Harold Fannin, 9th round. Again, the receiver, the tight end value guys are now you have the cliff, I think, at tight end. Maybe not, but Team 4 just adding. How about Krosky Merrick, guys? Let's talk about the Washington backfield. You guys are picking when you're done. Because that's an interesting guy moving up. I've seen him move up in drafts. People seem to be more in on Bill than they were earlier in the summer.
I'm getting more and more nervous with that
offensive line.
Did you read the tweet? Yeah, from Nikki Avala. She used to be a Bronco reporter. The worst line she's ever seen them have.
Yeah, I did read that.
That's
and
scary.
I didn't even see that, but I know it's pretty.
She says it's atrocious.
And then the next day, the Green Bay beat reporter. Wow.
You are on deck.
All right, so good value running backs running off in this round. The guys that people are all over, Washington and Lloyd, 9th round. Washington, another big burst run tonight in the preseason game. He's a very interesting name. All right, the boys are up. Let's see where they go.
All right. So, Matt, I think this is pretty – well, at least one pick is easy.
Yes.
I'm just going to say it because I think we both agree on it. Dalton Kincaid is going to be one of our picks.
Look at that. No, 1 for 1. All right, I got that one. That was
and
easy.
then I am – you know what? Let me just put it in case you don't agree. But tell you this is – I still struggle with the jumping out of the board and everything like that.
You want me to put the pick in?
No, hold off 1 second.
Wait for like 15 seconds. I'm saying, but
Yeah.
I'll take care of the pick.
Yeah. Let me get the other guy up. I'm gonna put this guy at the second. I'm gonna
17 seconds, Matt.
Okay, well, I was gonna wait.
Matt, the guy that's at the top right now
I'm
for
cool
our
with
build.
that.
What do you think?
I'm totally cool with that. I think when you go that route, we did. When you make that move,
Yeah.
just makes the number one line.
Do you want to make a case for anybody else?
I think with this build, we got Gibbs, we got an upside swing in Corum. I'm totally cool with this. We got 4 horsemen up top. I like this.
Okay. We're gonna go.
If like Addison was there, I could have argued that, but
Talk about Bronco homers. Look at what we got here.
All out of
in honor
respect
of
to
you,
you,
Paul.
Paul. It's all for you, Paul.
You got
I
the
had a
guns
client
out.
today.
We
I had a
wanted you
client
to be
today who's from
happy.
Denver, and a guy sees my background. He pulls up a Bronco mug. I'm like, favorite client right there.
Yeah, of course. He knew. You don't think he did research before that? He was like, "Oh, I'm going to kiss this guy's ass," and this is how. Hey, you're a Bronco fan too?
Look at
Oh.
that. How
You've been
about that?
interviewing Bronco beat reporters all summer long. You
I
don't
just
think
got the
guy came
greatest
across it?
tickets. The Jets Bronco game. One of my clients has the Jet Club. I'm like 10 rows behind the Bronco bench, 50-yard line. Can't wait for December 13th at the Meadowlands when the Jets are 2-10.
12 degrees.
Still killing the Jets any chance he can.
Oh, baby.
Oh, boy.
I can't wait for Garrett Wilson to get an 80-yard touchdown. Modica will send me 35 texts in a matter of seconds.
Modica was told, no, we can't take him. Their offense sucks. I don't want to draft bad offenses.
But he does, Matt.
The guy's hammering him in the prime time.
Matt, he does.
Two shares.
He told me one afternoon, you're crazy for taking a Monrod 4 over Puka. The next day, a Monrod 4 he takes.
It's all about diversification, guys. You know, the Greek talks about like he came up with this. Warren Buffett came up with diversification, not Steve Tregalo. Diversification across your portfolio. All right. So anything else, guys? There's a great value, man. Oh, I love Trevor Lawrence. 10th round. Look at Edelman. The boy is playing chess tonight.
Yeah. Yep.
What a nice team he's got.
Cooking. Uno's cooking tonight.
Yeah, that's to be expected, though. It's just I would expect nothing less from Edelman.
That's a great pick. I like him better than Herbert personally. All right, so Team 6, there goes Jaden Daniels, who'll be running for his life, apparently. Could be good for fantasy.
Yeah, when he's healthy.
Thank you, Rob Goldman. That's a Charles Schwab comment there. Let for Carl. Diversification reduces risk.
Here's my view on diversification. It's diversification on players you're in, like evening out the shares. It's not like drafting everybody and saying, "Oh, I got to share with this guy," because then you have nothing.
That's 100% accurate, Matt. That's you diversify within your within the players that you're in on, and you don't.
That's for best ball,
and you don't touch the ones that you're out on. So,
Goldman and Sachs have just talked to us. Everyone,
no, but I hate people say, "Well, it was such a great value and he fell." I'm like, but yeah, there's a reason why, in my opinion, he's fallen. But I do love the fact that we got Coleman, Chris. I was very happy with that.
Yeah, it was in my mind as we were coming down the board. I was like, you know what, this'll work out nicely. Not gonna lie, Mike Washington was on my radar. I would have liked to put Mike Washington on this team just in case Genty misses the first couple weeks. Maybe he's one of these guys that we could have started along with Gibbs early in the season.
I was hoping Lloyd made it to us, but
yeah,
that was a dream.
Oh, boys, can I play the quick mid-show commercial now? It's a minute long. So, guys, hang on for a break. Hang on.
Okay.
The NFFC, my favorite high-stakes fantasy platform. Why? Third-round reversal, Kentucky Derby draft slot allocation. So it's a lottery-based system where you can put in your preference, where you want to draft. It's full PPR. There's 3 receivers. It's the best place to play fantasy football, especially for high stakes. And now they've combined with the FFWC, they have a lot more contests to offer. In fact, they have a double crown bonus where you can join the NFFC Primetime, and if you win that, $300,000. You can also join the Circle World Championship, and that's $200,000. You win both, you win $1 million. So go to playnffc.com/profiler and check the show description for a number of promo codes you can use. First time 100 to get $100 when you sign up, but also every time you sign up for a new contest, we give you codes to use to get discounts on those entry fees as well. Thank you to the NFFC. They make our podcast network what it is.
Holy shit, I thought we were going to miss the whole turn.
We missed 2 picks there. I was waiting. I was like, let me cue up the Vaccaro.
I almost. There's. You know what? Is that 10th round Keyshawn Booty?
Oh, baby. My underdog.
Who set the tone on that? Who really set the tone on 10th round Keyshawn Booty was the cutoff T-shirt wonder over here, Mr. Spiteri. The other night, you set the market on Butte.
I think people are sleeping on this guy right now in his position that he's in. All right, so we are
I'm pissed about
11th
Jordan
round,
Higgins,
boys.
though. Jaden Higgins, whatever.
Good player. Just unfortunate for him. That kid out for the year. Texans lost a lineman. He's not out for the year though. He's out for a couple of weeks.
No.
Right tackle.
So,
Katron Allen in the 11th round. There is an ADP steam, everyone. That has not been seen. That's a Team 12's interesting.
Well, I mean, the one thing about Katron Allen, I'll say this. I don't know what he did last game, but he had like 23 carries, and he never had a negative carry in the first couple of games. So that will endear you to.
I'm sure we're going to look over these teams at the end of this live stream, but man, oh man, Team 12 really stands out to me for, being different. But he gets tight end 1 and QB 1, and he puts his, 3 good receivers, and he makes his running back room happen in the middle. I kind of like it. Mitchell likely. Guess you guys don't agree on that one. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm doing a couple of things.
He's got risk because those running backs are all like nobody's a surefire one on that. He needs Stevenson.
Of course,
to be,
yeah, Paul. But that's when you don't draft a running back until round 6. And sure,
yeah. So you just listen. It's a build. It's a way people do it, but it's one of those builds where you kind of like, oh God, I hope something works out.
Yeah,
that's I'll be honest, because if I'm him, I'm not taking Debo in the 9 turn there. I'm taking Marshawn Lloyd. I'm going all in on the green stickers.
I agree with you on that one. That's that's good. I would went 4 greens after that.
Yeah, you got Lloyd and Washington sitting there. And if you wanted the Washington stack, you could have went White and Bill. So at least you got one of them.
Yep.
That's the looking back. All right, so we are Aaron Jones, Chris's boy.
I'm going to be known as the Aaron Jones guy now because of my comments.
He's going to come to the bar next week with a dreadlock going on. Aaron Jones.
That's me.
He'll have the what hat on, the sombrero.
So,
Aaron
Matt,
Jones
we're 1 week from the Chris Vaccaro extravaganza next Friday.
Yes, I'm very sad I will not be there, but you'll spill.
I'm going to get you in, Matt. We're going to do a little
live,
FaceTime. I'll get you in the room, so don't worry about it. I'm going to have you on my shoulder like the devil. Matt, what do I do? Don't do that, you idiot. Stop taking that guy.
When you're sitting in your booth.
Oh, yeah, my booth, yeah.
Whoa.
Right next to the urinal.
That's
debatable.
That's debatable.
I'll have to call in my picks.
I already had to get greased. I'll tell you what, I already had to get greased by the Greek for his booth. So
I'm sure there's going to be a throne and a bottle service.
Yep, they took care of me. I just see a double up.
Yep. Lawrence and Dak.
I knew Team 6 was going.
Mr. Uno prevents Team 3 from getting.
Yeah, Matty called that stack, by the way. Kudos to Matty. Called that Giants.
I knew that was coming
an hour ago.
The minute he took Daniels and said next round, I know exactly where he's
double tight. I like that double tight.
Which was a smart move there. I thought.
QB run.
All right, the boys are up. They got some decisions
to make.
All right,
Denzel.
Take your time. You're on the clock.
I like the top 2 guys. I like number 3.
Did you put them in order, Matt, by any chance? Is that how you want them?
I mean, I'm torn between the top 2 guys. I love both of them. So
I think it's a little too early for that one. Hold on 1 second.
Well, I mean, I think the second guy might take the job of the guy you were talking about earlier. He kind of was doing that at the end of last year. So I don't, the guy we had a whole conversation about. Because I was kind of not in on what you guys were saying, but I didn't want to open my mouth.
Matt, so the first guy up top that I'm putting right now, what do you think about him?
Yeah, I mean, I like him.
We'll take your guy here.
If you want to go that route, that's fine.
We'll take that guy.
So 1, 2, or 3, you can make the call. I'm fine with any of those guys. I think for me, it's one of those guys. But if you have somebody else you want to vouch for, let me know.
I think we're gonna I think we're going to double up here and go with this guy.
Okay, perfect. That works.
Build the room out a little bit.
I'm good with that. I thought double yellow was the play. So
Yeah.
Michael Goldfellow, as the boys at draft, I'll answer your question. I don't like your trade. I think taking Jacobs is risky considering what just happened to him. That's just my 2 cents. All right. Khalil Shakir. You guys, Cyrus Allen. You guys feeling good about him?
You know, he's a buzzy guy. Obviously, what I like about Cyrus Allen is more what I don't like. What I'm seeing with Rashee Rice, and you know, if Mahomes can make a star, Mahomes can make a star at anybody, and Cyrus Allen right now is that go-to guy. There's nothing holding him back in that offense. I think
I agree with that.
You know,
I'm out on Rice this year, and he's been one of my boys the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's a play against the pecking order and what you don't like. Yeah, and I would have liked Dallas Goedert there to double up at tight end, Matt.
Yeah, no, that was the other way we could have went, but.
Well, he was gone before you guys were picked.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was like as we were coming to our pick, guys that I was hoping to get was, Dallas Goedert there, but Team 4 doubles up at tight end. A lot of double up so far, I don't understand Team 4 going with Stafford for I know he's got Puka, but you got Lamar in the 7th. You got Lamar in the 7th, so do you really want to waste your 12th round pick on Stafford?
Yeah, he's got 4 receivers, 4 running backs, 2 tight ends. I mean, some people, Chris, like to have the quarterback, but yeah, I think people like to have a solid backup, especially Lamar's injury prone. I mean, and you got Puka. I could see the logic. I don't think it's that crazy, in my opinion.
No, I'm not saying it's crazy. I'm just saying that when you have an elite 4 quarterback in the top 7 rounds, to come right back a little early, I don't know. That's.
Well, to be honest, I mean, listen, I know Mike went Lawrence and Prescott, but you got Trevor Lawrence. Do you need Dak?
I don't have a problem with, Paul. Yeah, Paul, that I don't have a problem with because Lawrence isn't an elite top 4 guy, that you draft in the top 7 rounds. He gets a 10th round Trevor Lawrence, comes back with an 11th round. You just bought an unbelievable quarterback room for your 10th and 11th round pick.
Well, you got to make a decision every week.
Sure, but that's fantasy football.
Better than not have.
Yeah. Old school fantasy football is over. With you draft your starter and you lock him in, and you got some shit backup. That's your 18th round pick. Nowadays, you could play the mix and match game.
Right. Car, you're getting called out.
Yeah,
I hope
a comment.
Well, put it up on the screen. Let's hear it. The Prophet. Chris likes Cyrus now, but ridiculed us 2 weeks ago, taking him mid-13. Okay, fair.
I mean, for me, Pat Bryant just went. I think last year, the problem was he kept getting hurt, so that's the negative on him. But I thought he was coming for Courtland Sutton's job at the end of last year, and now you add Waddle and Bryant emerging.
If Waddle or Sutton get hurt, Bryant's playing. He's wide receiver 1 or 2 every week. If one of those guys goes down, he's in.
But what I'm saying is, last year he was taking his job though. He was getting what he was.
Yeah, he was great until. But the problem is he had so many injuries. But I mean, listen, he's going to be on the field a lot for the Broncos, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They love him. And when they drafted him, I remember the day the Broncos drafted him, everyone's like, "Why? This guy's not even on anyone's top 6 routes." And Sean Payton took him, and now all of a sudden everybody loves him. It's interesting. Dontavian Wicks.
Paul, you were taking him before anybody was taking him this summer. At least in the OCs.
I know he's.
I liked him last year.
He's a flyer. He's a flyer guy. He's a good flyer guy.
You were taking him in the 19th round. Me and you, when we were doing him, it wasn't like you were
Yeah.
doing something
Just
asinine.
overdrafted her. Right.
No, not at all.
Rams defense early. I'm still not sold on how dominant the Rams defense is going to be.
Oh, I think it's going to be pretty damn good, Paul. I think there's an
You think
advantage
because of
this
Garrett,
year.
just because of Garrett, Chris?
Who's your top defense, the Rams or the Texans? Or the Broncos?
I think for me
Texans-
it's the Texans still.
Texas
Texans.
defense is better than the Rams. I think they are.
I think as a unit, what they've been able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Broncos
I
Rams
agree.
early in the season will be a good game to see about the defenses.
I agree with that. I'll say this. I think the Rams are the top fantasy defense on fantasy boards because they have all the flashier names. They get the Miles Garrett trade.
Yeah, the other
get
trade they made with
Corner.
Kansas City.
Yeah, they got the
Yeah,
corners from
McDuffie,
Kansas City.
McDuffie, they get, so people get enamored. Oh, it's an all-star team on paper, but
Yeah, I
that
wanna see it.
Texans unit's pretty damn solid.
The two ends that the Texans have, Chris, those guys are just nasty.
Yeah, the
pass rushers.
secondary.
Yeah.
They've got a good team. They just
Yeah, they're
that
gonna be
defense has
good.
been playing together for a couple of years now.
Mhm.
Like if what's his name didn't just totally shit the bed in the playoffs, Stroud.
They would have
They
took New
probably
England
beat
out.
they take New England out. I mean, he just couldn't help himself. Like that was crazy. He was like a hot potato in his hand.
All right, I see something on the board that, man, I sure hope it happens for my friend Matt Modica. But let's see how this
You don't need
plays
to
out.
open your mouth.
Oh, boy.
Just keep your mouth quiet.
Oh,
No,
no,
you're
no
all
comment.
scary.
it wasn't him, Matt. It wasn't him. Donnie Mitchell, who is a Matt Modica find.
Another guy that Paul was telling me when
Mhm.
you drafted him, why you drafted him. I see him popping up on his primetime boards now.
Yeah, but
Who's that?
like 15th round, I'm taking this.
Well, that's
guy.
what
I'm taking early.
come on, I've been taking him in the teens. Maybe a round or two before that. But
By the way,
if
Kalon
needed.
Black, it's a great pick by Edelman. He ran the ball again tonight. He's got a little bit of an explosion to that kid. You watch him run; he's pretty interesting guy.
He-
Just,
Paul, what
Yeah,
are you
just
doing? You
he
watching
dressed-
these games while you're doing a live stream? How do you get
no.
all this
Before
information on you?
before I came on, I do my
Oh, all
research
right.
and homework. You even called me to question my production skills. Hey, Spiteri, you gonna have the board up? Come on, man! What do you think this is here? Kind of amateurs.
Paul, how many have we done? We did like
A lot.
13?
Yeah, how many did you guys do? By
I
the
think
way?
we did
I
like
think-
13.
Yeah.
Paul's done 2 empires.
Yeah.
You are on deck.
All right,
We are the
man.
live draft
We're almost
savants.
up
All right,
here.
what the boys think here. They're
Okay,
coming up
we're getting
rounds
one of the top 2, so I'm happy. about
13 and 14. Oh,
Oh,
that.
they
Son
got
of a bitch.
Oh.
son of
I
a.
figured the Caro was going with the top guy anyway, so
Oh.
it just makes it easier now.
So
Heartbreak Hotel.
I
Matt,
would-
I'm bringing up one guy. I'm bringing up my guy right here that I think is a real good pick as well. But
okay.
out of the top 4, I think we need one of 3 or 4 in our room.
I think we go with. You didn't want to.
I'm good.
What
No, I think we do need 2. So that'll be the first pick.
There's somebody here I'm trying to pull up, but
Go ahead.
13 seconds. All right.
just take that.
You are
Oh,
up.
Juwan.
You don't like the top guy I put in there? I think guys out.
No,
for a
I
couple
don't.
of weeks.
I don't think we need that right now. I mean, we probably lose the rest of them, but I'm fine
Okay,
passing on that.
That-
I'd rather
that-
have.
That's what you want.
I'd rather have a
That's what you
difference maker, and if it's not going to be one here that we just talked about, we're not going to get it back.
want. Okay, so just take one. Okay,
You good?
my argument would have been for the guy that I put up there, but you want to go with that? Then that's the play.
My play would be 1 or 2. Which one would you prefer? I'm good with either one.
I mean, I like both, but I think one is going to be more of a difference maker for us.
15
right?
seconds.
That's what we're looking for.
12 seconds.
Terry's in
One-
our ear. 10
One's
seconds.
The, one seems like the one you wanted too, so I think that was the play. If we were gonna go off of the guy that I put up there, then I wanted to go 1.
Oh,
I mean,
that's funny.
Texans defense in the 14th round.
You like
I
that,
mean,
Paul?
you seem pretty adamant about it. So,
Well, that's. I mean, listen, if you don't like Chris the depth guys at this point, I mean, you got. I mean, I don't know if there was a green
no,
sticker
we
I
did.
liked, I
It
would have
wasn't
went
that we
that
didn't
way.
like the depth guys, but
You
we were
can't have it
taking a
all,
tight
Paul.
end.
I think you got
And
decisions.
from
to
what I
make.
got, the feeling that I got was Vaccaro really wanted the Texans.
I just think that right here to get a top 2 defense, and we just talked about them. They're our top 1 defense, all of us. It's a nice difference maker to put on this team.
They might score 30 points against the Titans in the 2 games they play them.
There you go. There you go. There you go. A little something different.
They could be the Jonathan Taylors of 2026.
Friend of the show, Rob Geis, with a question / statement.
Rob Geis is a gentleman and a scholar.
Rob Geis, I know Modica speaks highly of you. I don't know why you're shading these luminaries.
What was
of the NFFC.
what was the comment? I was in the
you
draft
effers get the first pick. I'm not drafted with these guys. I have had 0 first pick at the prime time. Chris said this is your first, Chris? Or you have one other share?
This is my first primetime share in the top 3.
Gibbs.
Yes.
Okay. So
this is my second one in 6 primes. So
gotta do your homework, Rob. Guys, you need Jay Wimmers to fact check you. Where's Jay Wimmers?
Otherwise, I've been 5. I've been pretty much 8, 9. I think like 3 times.
Well,
everybody.
He's a magnet of first picks and many other things, Rob. You're right.
They say, ladies love me, girls adore me, even the ones that never saw me love.
I told you he was going to sing tonight, Chris.
You
sure did. He's on. There you go.
Rob Bass, everybody.
Nobody acknowledged Rob Bass passing this year, by the way. I felt like
he did.
Was it from White Lines, Matt?
Oh, look at you.
Ray Davis.
Paul, I want to go back to this Texans issue, the Texans defense issue that you have. Their ADP is 158. We just took them at 157. What?
Not an
issue.
issue.
Like we took them 4 rounds early or something.
No, it's the time to take them in the 14th round. But it's a decision on do you keep – because you only have 4 running backs. The pool is thin. So you're by – are you – and you got a long way to come back to you. So my only point was you're sacrificing depth at a position that you have 2 guys on the same team. Right. So, and you have Corum, that's a share. That's my only point.
Some completely valid points there, which is why going into the pick in my brain, I'm saying we should probably take 2 running backs and then we come out with none. But
There's still some there. Don't worry about it.
Well, Dika, confident. George Holani, that's
Paul, like you said, sometimes if there isn't the running backs that you really like, you don't just want to take 2 random guys.
I hear you.
Instead, what do you get? You get a guy that's you get a locked in number 1 defense that's in your lineup that could give you 15 points on any week. And then you get a solid tight end that I love in Juwan Johnson.
I knew Chris wanted Juwan Johnson.
So. Yeah, I know because listen, it's a solid argument. I 100% get it. I don't have the availability in front of me. I'm sure there's not a lot of green stickers that I'd run to the podium for. So it makes a lot of sense.
I saw that turn going as it was either Ferguson or Juwan. I know Chris wanted Juwan, so I was fine with that. Mm-hmm. And we got one of those 2 guys. And it was either going with the Texans or we were going Emmett Johnson, but Chris seemed pretty adamant that he wanted the Texans. And I wanted actually somebody else, but 2 in the discussion. But the Texans were fine with me. If we're going to go for an edge, then that was the play.
All right. As long as everybody's happy. That's all I really want. Is just for everybody to be happy.
There we go. Jolly St. Nick has arrived, Matt. We must be in the 15th round.
Chris Kumbaya Vaccaro.
Oh, yeah. The man himself.
Can't we all just get along?
Paul, we're really going to miss you on these shows,
I'm back to taking the bus to games, Chris. I've been on the jet now. Now I'm back to taking a Greyhound to my next start in Syracuse tomorrow night. I think Altuna's coming in for a big series this weekend, Matt.
Altoona.
That was a good pull, Paul. That was a very good pull.
Oh boy! You remember the water
Water
tides back
ties,
in the day?
of course. So Doc
Oh
Gooden came
man,
up before he made his Mets debut.
the
In
tide
Remember
water
Virginia,
that
Tidewater.
year they played in Vegas? Those idiots, because it was cheap for them, or whatever. That was so
Oh, yeah.
stupid.
Wally Backman was the
How do you
manager.
have
I've
your
got
minor
to.
league team in Las
I've got to
Vegas?
know Wally Backman from the Fantasy Kids. Wally Backman is the best. What a great guy!
Oh, I'm sure Wally
He-
Backman and you
Chris,
were real good friends.
And the story. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, God. And the story. He's unbelievable. What a good guy.
I loved Wally. He didn't take no shit. Little dude,
Oh.
he didn't take no.
Now he's
Sad,
coaching.
because he was gonna be the manager.
I
but
was so pissed.
and he went off the deep end.
Yeah.
He's in Staten Island, Chris. He's coaching the Yankees. Single A
No
team
way,
down
is
there.
he?
Yeah, that's where he is right now.
Really?
They brought him in. Little B.
Maybe he'll be stopping by the GST,
Yeah, there you go.
making his way. He'll get him on the wall, little signed
Maybe.
86
You
photo.
never know. You never know.
I don't know. Vaccaro, the celebrities Vaccaro pulls now, Matt. I think Wally Backman does a cut.
Oh yeah, you're not.
I
kidding.
mean, you're talking
I am
about
No,
this
really
guy's different.
myself.
level.
you're right. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
that
Wally
was the guy
Backman.
that was the guy I was arguing.
Wally doesn't even
I
make the
understand.
wall at GST right now, Paul. Right?
No,
You kidding me? I got Messier. I got
this guy,
Jordan.
you know,
You got
Taylor
singers.
Swift,
Backman? Are you
got
shitting me?
singers.
Yeah, what was that girl's name again?
Ellie Goulding.
something.
Ellie
Goulding.
Goulding. Oh, Paul.
If you get
Paul
out of
knows her.
Kingsley,
Paul
Well, because
Bob's-
my daughter,
Paul's
I showed
driving
my
around
daughter,
in the
Chris.
car, bopping around to the.
Well, I
the
said, my
hits.
daughter, I'm like, is she a Porsche? She goes, oh my God, who met her? I said, Chris owns the bar. He goes, oh my God, she know who she is? I'm like, I think he does now.
She's
Hey,
got
Chris, the
bangers.
one
As
you
the
gotta
kids would
get
say,
now-
she's got bangers. Yeah.
Banger. All
you
right.
got to get Ella Langsley, and then you're a real star.
I have no clue who that is.
Houston, Texas, I can tell the #1 song. For
Wow,
the
look at this. Seth McGowan in the 15th round. All right, the boys are up. Let's let them think. So let's.
Oh, I was going to
moment of
say,
silence.
wait, how are we up over here?
Yeah, 2 picks, Chris. You're up.
Yeah. Mm.
Make that 1 pick.
You are
Keenan.
on deck.
Okay.
I will say for the audience, it is nice that they're picking back to back.
Yeah, for sure. Matt.
I like the top 3 guys you took.
You
I would like.
Matt, the question here, we could talk freely now here. Matt, the question here is, do we take our backup quarterback or
Yes.
do we just hit 2 running backs here?
I would like a running back and the backup. I mean, look, Burrow's a guy that misses a couple of weeks here and there. That's why I thought Baker was a really good pick. He's,
Yeah.
he's constant. He seems to get hurt, so there is a little risk there. And we got Godwin. That's why I was pushing for Baker. But I do like the other guy too. I think Shuck is a nice fill-in. If we
I do
had
think
to.
in the round 15, Tyler Shuck here, we do have to play him 1 week. And, in case Burrow off a
Week
bit-
6 early too, Chris. Week 6 Burrow's out. Remember
Yeah,
that?
so nice offense. We have Jawan Jennings to hook him up with too. The big Shuck,
Jawan Johnson
Jawan
combo.
Johnson hook up. By the way, shower narrative. They went to school together.
Now the 3 of them
yeah.
up top, I like. I'm maybe the second guy. I think because
I think the second guy comes back to us. The guy I'm putting right now at the top
okay, you want to go down?
is a little bit of a hotter name, and I
Yes.
think he is the one that goes.
I agree with that.
I think
So
there's a
that's
better
fine.
shot at our number
Okay.
2 and 3 coming back to us. So let's do this now.
Okay.
Get a little depth
Ah,
and
Najee.
yeah.
Paul's going to be banging Najee out every draft now.
I've been picking him up in the
That's
underdog.
his new
He's
guy.
my
in the
last running back.
the underdog.
Najee.
Paul is humping the dog every day nonstop.
The,
How great of a text was that?
Now, when I went to the bathroom before I lifted my leg, I just started lifting my leg in my own bathroom.
the hype is getting out of control on Najee Harris.
Yeah,
Watch
it
them
is.
cut him. Everybody's throwing your boy Matt. I know I didn't even dare to bring up your boy Tyrone there
Oh,
because
Tyrone, I told you guys he was
He's
dead
dead.
like a week ago.
he's dead.
That guy's going to end up on the Raiders or somebody. He's getting cut or traded.
He wasn't bad last year, though, man.
I know. Oh boy.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
good
he's a
backup.
star, but he wasn't bad.
No,
Yeah,
he's a good backup, but I don't think he works for their offensive system. Like their run game is Scatterboo excels in whatever it is, man, gap zone, whatever the hell they run, and Tracy doesn't. And Tracy's not that kind of back for them. Like Najee, they had him in last year before he had the ACL.
Yeah,
and they brought him back again. So yeah,
something interesting about him is like with Harbaugh loves to run the ball. Scatterboo is he's such a wild card. Could be great or could be a disaster. That you may see Najee Harris getting meaningful carries. It's not out of the question. It's not out of the question at all.
But that's why. And then Tracy, like you said, he missed that block, whether it was his fault or missed call, whatever the hell. And then he fumbled last week, and it's just like the writing seems to be on the wall that he's going to be elsewhere.
Did Quentin Johnson get a 65-yard touchdown tonight?
I don't know. Against who? A couple of backup corners?
Yeah, I'd be more upset that he was playing. Like, what the hell? Why is he playing in like the final preseason game?
The Greek put that in the chat.
He means business, Chris. He's calling you Christopher quite often.
Yeah, you got
all this Christopher.
That was like Matthew. The only person who called me Matthew was my father.
The only person that calls me Christopher is my mother and my fiance. And that's when she's mad.
Did someone say Ella?
You're doing another draft, Christopher?
You don't have a problem, Christopher, do you?
Do you have a...
I just say I'm doing a podcast.
Have a nice wedding, right, sweetheart?
That's all I say. I'm doing a podcast.
Spiteri's making me go on again, honey. I'm sorry, I can't say no.
He's a whore. He's a whore.
Who I blame it on?
Fishnet. But my wife loves you because you do follow her on social media. So you've been very kind words.
I'm a man of the people.
You sure are, Paul. You sure
UJ went off. Yeah, nothing like steaming up a guy who caught a pass in the third exhibition game. At least he held on to the ball, which is unlike Quentin Johnston.
We'll put another guy in our queue here.
Well, my question is, did they have all their starters playing?
Yeah, did Trey Lance throw him that pass?
I would kind of hope that they had them all in if UJ was playing.
J.J. McCarthy may get traded, by the way. Talk about a bust. Oof.
Oh, my God. Listen,
bust.
J.J. McCarthy, if anybody ever is going to say
losing,
one thing
Chris.
Nice about me, it's going to be Vaccaro was the guy that banged the drum since college that J.J. McCarthy was absolute garbage. Even last year in draft season when everybody had him as their sleeper of the year quarterback, wait and draft McCarthy and you're going to win your title, all that stuff. I said, no, he absolutely
you were on that, Chris. I give you 100% prop. But then when he did get in at the end of the year, he did have a couple of over 20-point games, didn't he? And then he crapped the bed.
Well,
I think he was more for like a fantasy guy that he would run, but he just can't throw a pass. He either throws it too hard, or like he just doesn't know how to put a touch on the ball.
He's still a young kid, though. He'll be around the league for a while because he's so young.
If he gets into
I don't know about that. But
I think
they're not gonna. He's gonna be one of those guys that bounces around. You're right. Just because he's a top,
he needs the right place. You get a Shani and McVay.
Yeah.
Sean Tucker, Chris, is a heartbreaking pick. I know that's one of Vaccaro's favorite.
He would have been on
about him getting cut.
He would have been on this team in the next couple of rounds.
Are you kidding me? I was like, there wouldn't be a draft without Vaccaro with a Sean Tucker 19th round selection. I mean, that's the way it goes.
He could have made it. I don't believe that bullshit about he's on the roster cut. Are you kidding me? Guy was their best running back last year. He was unbelievable for games.
He's an injury away from playing a lot in Tampa.
Yeah. By the way, I mentioned this on the show the other day, and I want to bring it up because I feel it. Like, look at these rounds, these last couple rounds. There's so many more better clicks at wide receiver than there is at running back right now in these drafts. It just, if you have your running back room settled, unlike us this draft, and you're looking to just pick wide receivers in this range, Vele's a nice pick. The kid Chris Bell's got some upside. Douglas,
Naylor,
Naylor, Keenan Allen went in the 15th, right behind You don't
Chris,
know.
I'm going to
You
push
know?
back on that though. I think our
Okay.
running back room was kind of good. We had Gibbs. We got the Broncos.
All right. If you want to push
Bron-
back on that, but not the
Yeah.
topic, I'm saying like
No,
look who's going
not
off
the
the board.
topic.
Kamara's dead. Pacheco's dead.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
Tracy.
I
you
wasn't
hate.
drafting Pacheco before his back was healthy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I read something on him today that he's even more banged up. That Kareem Hunt is going to end up being a backup.
Yeah, they
eventually.
signed Kareem Hunt, right?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Great job, Paul.
Another great citizen.
Kareem Hunt just seems to like vulture. Anywhere Pacheco goes, he's like shows up. He's like the Grim Reaper for Pacheco.
So you boys are up in a couple of picks. Those Miami receivers, even though Miami's going to be an absolute train wreck, they got to throw the ball at somebody. So I agree with you, Chris. Chris Bell in the 16th round. Why not? People loved him in college.
That's who I like.
Right?
He was going to be a top 10 overall pick and probably maybe wide receiver 1 off the board. I mean, I know Carnell Tate went at 4. He wasn't going to go that high, but nobody expected Tate to go at 4. He would have been in the running for a top end of the first round pick for sure. I mean, is he rushing back from, an ACL? Who knows? But he looks good in camp. And, the other day when we were talking sleeper offenses, would it be crazy to mention Miami?
Yes. Come on, Chris. Stop. Now you
you can't do it?
I don't know.
All right.
They might not win 3 games, Chris, that team. They're bad.
All right, I already sent you my season-long bets.
And I think Malik Willis is not good. I think Malik Willis is not good at all.
Yeah. All right.
He'll run around, but he is not a good throwing quarterback.
Dalton Shaw. I'm just saying that, Bell, Malik Washington, Douglas, all of a sudden some talent is emerging. There's a little bit of
Chris, for me, it's the top 2 guys.
Let me see here, Matt. I want to bring up actually. It is. I guess, Matt. How about this? I'm just going to tag because we're going to take him. But Malik Davis is definitely one. Okay. This guy is actually makes sense because that's why I put him in the queue 20 minutes ago.
If you want to go that route, okay.
I guess you're not thrilled.
I'm not thrilled about it, but
if you want to go that route, Chris,
if I get it, I get it for the reason. So
13 seconds here for this one. All right.
You think he's gonna stay on the board or no? Actually, hold on 1 second. We got our defense.
We got Malik, who was the guy that I really wanted, but I think
big debate here around 18.
I guess so.
No, you know what? He's now the number 2. Kamara's going to be out for a
like
while.
Underhill said, so. I took him in my prime on Saturday, my first pick of him, and he's going to get a lot of action today. And they were saying. He goes, the one thing I'll say is when Kendre's on the field, he's a good player. Can he stay on the field? And that's like the thesis we've been looking at with Brooks. We've been looking at with Lloyd. And Kamara is going to be out a few weeks, and I think he's dust anyway.
Yeah. See that, Paul? And just like that, we filled out a running back room.
Yeah, if you feel good about those 3, yeah.
I
do think Malik is he's the handcuff. He's the handcuff. Jaden Blue has that carved out role like the Keaton Mitchell role. So,
Hey, at this point of the draft, you got backup running backs.
Yeah.
Injury away from playing. That's what you want. Right. That's who you're drafting. That's at this point. That's who you should.
By the way, what do you call it? Yep, QJ went off tonight, huh? Okay.
I got to see this a second, though. Who played? Did everybody play? Like, did they really dress their starters? That's crazy.
Hey, look, I'm looking at the chat. Clark Olson checking in. Clark Olson's one of
Herbert did play. He did play some.
Mahomes hasn't made many stars lately. Yep, that's
you're
true,
right, Clark, about that.
But he is Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, Chris, you and I talked about that team. I'm out on that team. I don't think they're going to.
Well, I mean, not for nothing. Rashee Rice was a star. I mean, not that he can beat a defense, but just catching all these plays.
He could beat the cops in a drag race, though, man.
Exactly. He just can't stay out of jail, or even when he's rehabbing, he ends up in jail. Yeah, QJ.
There's a term we like to use for people like that.
That played.
Sick.
I was very happy with those last 3 picks, Chris.
Well, Matt, like I said, I just want you to be happy.
Oh God, boy, Matt, we're hitting, it's almost midnight, Matt. It's only going to go south from here.
Paul, how do you like this team, Paul? What would you give us?
I like your team a lot. I love the start. That first 6 rounds is great. And 7 and 8, you did what you had to do. Again, I think Team 2's build lent it to you. You needed the premium tight end, or like that second tier where Kincaid went. Then you backed up Dobbins, so you got running back in a good offense. And then you did your depth, and the Texans pick again. Considering what you came back with, Chris, the Texans pick, you did it right. You backed up Burrow, which is smart, with a guy that's productive. I think you guys have done very well.
Okay.
One is tough. One is a tough spot. As much as people claim, you get the first pick.
I had this conversation. I had this conversation with someone a couple days ago, and they were like, "Man, I would love to get my hands on Gibbs. Don't you want the 1 pick in every draft?" And I'm like, "Actually,
no.
I kind of don't. Like, I don't want to go through draft season without a handful of 1s and 2s and 3s. No doubt." I don't want to just live at the middle and end of the board. I want some Gibbs, Bijan, and Chase. But it's to me right now, I think it's a pretty tough build out of the front of the board.
Yeah, and you guys again, you were helped by Team 2. I'm sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
I kind of like at the 1 or the I
came to you guys tonight. Your strategy.
Quarterback at 6.
Right.
We don't take the quarterback at 6. We take the quarterback later. It looks a lot different. But I came into tonight not being afraid to push it at 5-6 because I figured 7-8 we could get to, and I think it worked out perfect. And then getting Coleman to secure the Broncos' backfield.
I think we caught some breaks. That's what I'm going to say about this team. I guess we'll talk about. Are we going to do a post-wrap draft board?
Yeah, we could do one, guys. If you're, we can go on and do that. But I think you did catch breaks.
What time's the alarm go off in the morning, Paul?
My daughter's good for her volleyball driving, so I do not have to get up early, but I will be up early anyway, so I'm good to stay up.
You at the beach resort or the
tomorrow? I'm migrating to the beach tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. You're in house number 4 tonight.
I'm my safe house tonight, Chris. I'm in my safe house.
The safe house. Paul's going to be cranking the Wham for the end of the summer.
Oh, baby. Fire Island Wham. Nothing hits better than that, man, on my glow speakers.
Do you shut down this, Paul, do you shut down the summer house with a bang? Do you throw a big party, or what goes on?
Well, multiple over the weekend. So I'm having dinner with the guy tomorrow, Chris, that talks to all the football teams. So him and I, the guy just talked to the Jaguars, I think, on Friday.
More importantly,
tomorrow night's dinner with him.
More importantly, Paul, when you have that conversation, which war room are you bringing that information to?
Mm-hmm. It's a very good question. Depends on where I sit next Friday, Chris. I guess you might want to contemplate that.
It turns out
you might want to contemplate
that. There's a lovely
PT
middle booth at PST available.
Well, so maybe you might get the text tomorrow because it'll be right before your draft.
Wow.
Dinner's at 7 Eastern.
Okay. Yeah, we see Gunnar Helm go off the board. I mentioned Gunnar Helm about a month ago. I think Gunnar Helm in that.
I don't mind that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, watch Gunnar Helm be that type of guy that after week 1 is the hot pickup at the tight end position. Every year it happens, right?
I think it's Pat Fryermuth.
Pat Fry. All right, listen, maybe there you go. Another guy that doesn't get drafted.
Welcome there, Hobbs.
Thank you. That's Hobbs.
That's Hobbs. He's the prophet. Yep. That's actually a very cool picture. I kind of like that picture.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Hobbs. Big one tomorrow night. Looking forward to it. Antonio. Wow, we haven't seen Antonio Williams. Remember in June, Antonio Williams was like an 11th rounder.
Yeah, because he was wide
He
receiver
did have
too.
some nice reps yesterday. That's why he's back in action.
Yeah,
He was
we're seeing
beating
some
the,
names here of guys that be waiver wire fodder for most leagues. By the way, we have to
He was
start
cooking.
putting waivers together, right, for next week.
Yeah.
It's crazy
Yeah,
already.
Paul just
Yeah,
leaves
Matt,
it all to me. As I
Oh,
did. Start
what a
looking,
guy!
Paul.
What a guy, huh?
I said,
What
start
a guy! Hey,
looking.
Matt.
see, Chris, beside
Hey, Matt,
diversification,
run
I'm
through
also
those
about.
23 leagues that we did over the summer. Just do some waiver wire.
See, Chris, there's diversification and then there's delegation. You got to use it to your benefit.
Delegate down.
Well, Modique is like a machine. I mean, how do I even try to outmatch his energy? So I just let it happen.
I picture Matt like starting his fab bids at like 2 a.m. on like a Tuesday night with like 3 buckets of iced coffee. And
any Pat Bryant availability, Chris. He's going to be
tell
like
you,
4 Newports on what he's going to bid on.
I'm so nervous. The money I'm going to drop on Pat Bryant.
Week 1, next week's bids are going to be high. Think about all the play. There's going to be Cyrus Allen, Jacoby Lane.
Couple of DeJohn Striblings.
Yeah,
I think I'm a bigger Pat Bryant fan than
You are
Paul.
on
Pat
deck.
Bryant, exactly.
See, he's
All right,
there.
Matt, let's
I figured
finish
he would
strong
make it.
here.
Here we
got
go.
Kareem Hunt.
We got my guy. It's my guy.
This is
So-
not a family team here. Look what they're bringing into the locker room, folks.
And Matt,
Look at what they're bringing into the locker room.
I think the
There goes
49ers
the
kicker, right?
Matt, the Patriots or the Niners kicker?
I think the Niners got a better kicker, but if you have a preference, I don't really care.
Well, it's whoever you like in week 1, to be honest.
I would say San Francisco. I'd go San Francisco.
All right.
Pinheiro, right?
They just ruined George Pickens by bringing Kareem Hunt into the locker room. This can only go
Oh
bad
my God.
for the fantasy empire
even think about
primetime
that. That's
extravaganza.
Kareem, meet George Pickens.
Oh.
Good luck.
Let's go sell Boy Scout cookies in front of a supermarket.
Guys, I'm going to come back in 2 minutes. I got to use the bathroom.
All right, man. Go smoke your cigarette. You don't have to lie to us and say that it's a bathroom, bro. Just go smoke your cigarette real quick. And come back,
Kareem Hunt. I wonder if this is the first time he's been drafted in a draft.
You know what? It might be. But you know what, Paul? It's so funny because I put it in the queue. I don't know. Are you couldn't see that anyway.
No, I don't have access to it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that you could. So I put it in the queue like 10 minutes before you brought it up. And the board is on the other side. And you start talking about Kareem Hunt. And you said Pacheco just went. He's hurt now. He's not even going to be the backup. I think it's going to be Kareem Hunt. And I'm like, this son of a bitch.
Oh,
And
I
then
didn't think you would actually draft this guy.
No. I was waiting for no, but it made sense for us, right? We got Gibbs.
Yeah,
Why not?
no, 100%. I mean,
Why not in the 18th, 19th round?
The ghost of Chris. Thanksgiving Day, you wake up and there's Kareem Hunt banging in a touchdown on Thanksgiving
As
morning,
this team
and you're
is
like, "Yeah, that was
2-10.
the best pick I took all summer." Kareem Hunt.
The team would be 2-10 at that point if Gibbs is out. You'd be like, shit, let me. You know when you go through your online championships and you have 30 of them, and like by November, like late November, luckily, hopefully most of them are good, but there's going to be a couple dead dogs.
And
you just
score like
go
60 points a week. You're like,
yeah, you just go in, you just set the lineup in like 3 seconds. It's one of those you go in, you just put Kareem Hunt in, you go, son of a bitch.
This looks so good, July 5th.
Yeah, and let me just fill out the roster. I'm feeding it to somebody that is going to destroy this team.
That'll be plenty of those. That's why I said, if you're doing so many teams, I'm like, yeah, but by mid-November, probably 30% of them will be trash.
30%. That's a bad number, Paul.
Because you and I agree, though.
In November, we got problems here. We did it all wrong.
I agree, though. I rank my teams by value. So I look at the diamond first and all my supers, and then I go down to the primes and the super auctions, and then I work my way from there.
That's exactly how I do. The DCs are at the bottom of the page.
Yeah, I don't even have any of those. I'll just have the auctions, the prime, and I also have the gridiron, but that's a best ball. I like that format, the KJ Duke format. I do that every year in Vegas. I actually enjoy that draft. It's hard, very hard. I'm in there with like Shepard, Santos.
What night is that?
Friday night. It's late Friday night, I think 7.
Oh, so after so the same day as the diamond, but just at nighttime.
Yeah. I have the Friday's my busy. I'm drafting all day on Friday. in
So
Vegas.
Friday is September 11th, right? And
25th anniversary in the building. I worked in the Trade Center.
I did as well. How about that? Little known fact.
83rd floor. My boss died that day. Guy who got me
wow.
the job that started my whole career. I never would have took the job wasn't for him, and he passed away in 9/11 in the building.
Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, wow, 25 years. That's right. This year, that is.
And I have to explain because I have to explain it to my kids. Like they learn about it in school. Like my kids, like they know about 9/11 from me. I mean, I have so many stories about. I won't bore you on this, but I could tell you so much stuff about because I worked there for People Pass and all the stuff we learned. It's crazy.
Yeah,
tough day for us here in New York.
My first job out of college was in the World Trade Center. I worked for like 3 or 4 months, got laid off, and got a new job uptown. And then 9/11 happened, like 3 months into getting the new job. So 4, 5, 6 months or whatever it was, I was working in World Trade.
I had a meeting at Morgan Stanley that day. Otherwise, I would have been there.
No, that's crazy.
And I wouldn't be able to talk about. I wouldn't be able to talk about Malik Davis in the 17th round.
Well, Kareem.
I was doing fantasy football back then, Chris. Fun fact.
25 years ago?
Yeah.
Were you doing it on? Were you doing it on paper and pen?
Close to it with IDP on myfantasyleague.com. I was doing IDP fantasy football in the late 90s.
Were you a degenerate?
I switched it up, boys.
Were you a degenerate like me as a kid? When I was in grade school, I would get the Daily News, and they would have you check the boxes of all the players, and you add up the money and whatever, and then you mail it in. Mail it in with a check, and I was like in 5th grade. Like, here, Mom, fill this out. They want something, a check, send it in, and then you'd be like following your players, and you'd think like, oh my God, I'm gonna win this thing, and then they send it back, and they're like, you're in 322,000th place. You know, like
because you could take the term anything that's degenerate. You could put you and my name right, attach it to this.
Oh God, I was running.
Thank you, Josh.
NCAA March Madness pools in 8th grade. I was. I did it all. Fantasy
all right, boys.
leagues
So
in 8th grade.
Yeah,
back to the board. Back to the board. I'm
sorry. So, by the way, great draft, guys. So this was the Fantasy Empire Primetime draft of the year.
Like it.
Unfortunately, Nelson is in Vegas, scoffing down steak and sitting in very questionable limos, as we saw before.
Yeah, what restaurant were they at, by the way? Did they say what restaurant they were at? Was that
he just said go eat here, but he did not name the place to go eat at.
I'm gonna say Barry's Steakhouse in Circa.
In Circa, yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know. That's my guess.
Maybe.
So let's look at the board, boys. I mean, we talked about your team. I mean, let's go.
Oh, can we blow the board up any bigger than this? How big can we get the board?
Let me see here, Chris. I try to.
We don't need to see our faces anymore, if anything. I mean,
well, that. Let me see if I can.
You could probably put it on top. Oh, there we go. That's better, actually. That's perfect. Where's Matt?
Yeah. Hold on. Well, you guys, I'm experimenting, so hold on here.
Yeah, experiment away. But you had the right size of the board originally.
That's fine. I don't need to be on the screen. I've been on the screen plenty.
Matt, we got to get Matt, this is how we sell the show with your beautiful looks.
How about I like this one, just me. Now, that would be the best looking guy is on by
himself. That would be so perfect.
That's
so apropos right there. Whoa.
Yeah, all right. Well, all right, guys, let's talk about the board. The dog's even walking out. The dog's like, I've seen enough. I'm out of here.
The dog walked out as soon as he did it.
He's like, I'm done. Game over. I'm out of here. He couldn't walk out. All right. Keep going, Chris. Go team 2. I'll try to mess around with the board.
Team 2. Well, listen. There you go. That's great, Paul. Whatever you just did, leave it.
You nailed it. All right, boys. Team 2, go ahead. You guys are on.
All right, so Team 2 obviously had the most unique build out of everybody here, and I'm going to have to assume that after Bijan, I don't know if Genty was in his plans, but I remember him, the clock got milked all the way down, and he's probably saying the same thing that we talked about, Matt, right? In the pre-show was, if Genty comes back to us, do we want to get the unique build of a Gibbs Genty? He gets it with Bijan Genty. So right from there, you'd think like maybe, all right, that he didn't plan for that, but he's running back. What I'm surprised at is the McBride pick, and then never mind that, but then the whole pick. Very tough to pull this off. He gets 3 good receivers. He makes at least the right move there. No need to draft Rico Dowdle in the round. That's where his first
Portland Sutton, Chris, would have looked great in that pick.
100%, Paul. I mean, Diggs.
Even Diggs would have been nice.
Yeah. I don't even care. Any of those yellow stickers, you got to put a yellow sticker there, and you got to come back with Worthy right there too. So you get 3 running backs, really good running backs, obviously, and an elite tight end. You got to go 5 straight yellow, no matter what, there. And then you take Caleb in the 10th. So Rico, the pick of Rico really made me frown upon this team.
Yes, I agree, Chris. That's, if you're going to make that move, I thought he would take a receiver and then see if McBride came back, but he got his start. I agree. The Dowdle pick is head scratching.
I can't even take Hall. If you want to back, I can't even take Hall in this build. That hurts. Just think about how good this team would look if Ibuka was on it instead of Hall.
I agree, and I really like Breece Hall, but build.
So it just proves you could get away with this type of build of 2 stud running backs and then Trey McBride, or if you went let's just back it up and play Fantasy Island here. Bijan, Brock Bowers, because Brock Bowers lasts at 23 a lot, right? Bijan, Brock Bowers, and just say if you wanted to put Breece Hall there. And then you start your wide receiver room and go 5 down. It could be done, Yeah. So that's my 2 cents on the team.
Yeah, I think we all agree on that. Team 3, Matt, what do you think of Team 3?
Team 3, I would have probably liked another receiver. I wouldn't have taken Jacobs there. I would have taken, if I was going to take a running back there, it would have been Bucky or Brooks, or even maybe a Trevion for the upside if you love Stevenson or him. But Jacobs right now at that situation, I wouldn't have made him my 3rd running back. I know he's your 3rd and your flex. I'm just really nervous about that situation. Then he got Mason on top of that, where I thought he needed more receivers, because if Ibuka isn't practicing and that's worse than we think, I would want to have more firepower.
I think if you take Jacobs as your 3, at least nowadays you feel a lot better, and then you just sit and hope he doesn't get suspended, and then you get a steal on your hands, right? I think tonight everybody's mind frame had to be Jacobs is going to get suspended, so he's going to fall down. So maybe that's why we look at it differently. You get Mason as your 4, who, if you want to play this game and just say, hey, Mason's my 3, and Jacobs is on the bench, if he gets suspended the first 4 games, I don't need Josh Jacobs on this team. I'll wait till he comes back, and then Josh Jacobs is my 2.
Here's the catch, Chris. Here's the catch. If a video drops, they're saying there's video of it. Of him beating this woman. He ain't suspension. He's getting cut by the Packers. He's not playing football at all this year.
He's getting Ray Rice. Ray Rice Part 2.
Come on. If they have him on video hitting a woman, throwing her down violently.
So
that's what it says on the thing, though. She was thrown down, slammed her head.
Yeah, listen, we're not lawyers, obviously, but I get it. If that happens, it's a terrible pick. But if he gets suspended 4 games, it's, now it's a different story. 4 games, 6 games, whatever it is, he's somebody that you put on your bench until he's ready to go. and then he's a real piece in your offense. Now, when you draft like this and you take a Josh Jacobs on this build where he could be a complete zero of a pick, at least he did it the right way with all green and yellow through 10 rounds, right? He's got enough depth at running back, like I said, with Mason, Mike Washington. This is actually kind of smart way, right? He takes Mike Washington. If Josh Jacobs gets suspended the first 4 or 6 weeks and Genty is out for the first 2 or 3 weeks, now he's got Mike Washington to slide in and be his Jacobs for the first 3 weeks of the season, if you want to look at it that way. He's already got his big three locked in with Chase, DJ Moore, and Ibuka. I'm just saying, I'm trying to.
But what if Ibuka is worse than we think? Then it's.
Say it again.
If Ibuka is worse than we think, which I hope not,
for sure.
then it's
But he's not.
I would have grabbed another receiver. I think he's one receiver.
But this team, Chris, this team could come to if everything falls right. This team is not bad at all. I mean, it's got a lot of what ifs, but if all the what ifs fall on the right side of the equation, this guy's got a lot of explosive options. I don't like his tight end room at all.
No, I was just going to go to the quarterback and tight. Listen, he waits late on quarterback and tight end, but he still puts together a quarterback room. I really think you could get away with this year.
100%.
Goff, Jordan Love won, and 2 explosive offenses. So I have no problem with the quarterback room. Kelsey.
I mean, Chris, let me jump in for a second. Right, he takes Bigsby, and you got Ferguson and Jawan Johnson right there. Like to me, you double tap the tight end. You don't need Tank Bigsby. You tank Bigsby, you're never going to see the field on this team.
Big mistake. Good point out. Good spot there, Paul. That's exactly.
Yes, but I'll say one thing about Chig. Everybody's writing this guy. He is not leaving the field.
No,
Diggs is leaving the field. No, I'm just showing you. I'm following the news and what's going on. They have a shit offensive line. He's going to get peppered. Daniels was throwing to the other guy who can't use a statue. This guy's at least athletic. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes.
Zach Ertz was productive at his age with that team.
I'm just trying to say, I've seen Chig just completely plummet, and I think people are writing this guy's obituary way too soon for the season.
So team 3 it's an interesting team to look at. Let's look at team 4. Chris, you first on team 4.
Team 4, listen, no problem starting off with the 3 again, between picks 3 and 7 or 8. It's a popular build, 3 straight wide receivers. You come back, Javonte Williams as your 1. Very good. Fine. You come back around. I think I'm taking
Tootin ahead of Tate.
He misses out on what? I can't even say that because you know what? There's nothing that's locked in stone that Harrison, Godwin, and Metcalf are better picks than Carnell Tate. Carnell Tate could be a star right off the bat, so it's a good pick. So I can't knock that.
And he
comes around and he does the right thing, and he gets a running back. You could have flipped it. It doesn't matter. You could have took Tootin and then come back and took a wide receiver. I think he plays it right, actually, and he gets Carnell Tate, comes back around, he gets a solid RB2 in Bucky Irving, takes the value in Lamar. He takes an elite quarterback. Builds on his running back room after that. My issue, he never goes back. He gets Trey Tucker as his 5. So maybe a little bit of a thin room at wide receiver. Like what he does with his tight end room. The one issue I had, it's not a major one, but the Stafford pick.
I guess he wanted the backdoor stack.
Say it again.
He wanted the backdoor stack.
Yeah, I know I've said it a couple times. It's not a major problem at all. You have to get a backup quarterback nowadays. I tend to wait a little longer if I have one of the big 4. But in today's fantasy world, like I said, you don't need to follow that. You can back them up whenever.
Yeah, him drafting 5 wide receivers in a 3-start receiver format's tough. That's not easy.
Yeah.
There's got to be another receiver taken somewhere in this team, especially maybe in this whole Spears.
Never took another one, huh?
Tracy, yeah. I like Keenan Allen. You don't got to love him, but I'd rather him over McGowan just so you have another guy that could play You got, again, I know Tate, because I'm not as much into Tate as others. I think, again, that offense scares the hell out of me. He's a rookie. So he may not, again, I know the talent is there, but again, Carnell Tate wasn't exactly coming out of college. He could pick fourth because the Titans needed someone. He's not like coming out of college where like this guy's a can't miss prospect. So I think, people are overrating him a little bit. Just my opinion. I could be wrong. But
listen,
here,
yeah,
you need a receiver. You
He
need
was
another
good in
receiver on
college,
the
though. I
team.
mean, I'm not saying
Yeah, but he's also on a
his-
team, man. It was on a loaded team. I mean, it's hard not to be good in that team when I don't know. We'll see about Carnell Tate, but
He
I
does a
think
couple
that-
other little under the radar tricky things there. He gets Tony Pollard and he gets Ty Spears. So he gets lets that play out. Maybe one of them goes down and he has an even better running back to put in his lineup. Sam Darnold as his third quarterback. Some might be like, what the hell is that? Who knows? Maybe Sam Darnold drops a 32 in week 1.
Yeah, in 19th round, I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, why'd you draft 3 quarterbacks or 3 tight ends? In the 19th round, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
All right, Matty, lead us off on Team 5.
Team 5, hold on.
Our good friend that we discussed, that Team 5's build was.
Yeah, no, this as to be expected. He knows what he's doing. He's the reigning silver bullet champ, and he did a flawless draft pretty much. I'm trying to find out where I could say I didn't like it, but Cup in the 20th round, why not? You get a free shot there. I mean, everything else looks good to me.
Yeah, it's hard to pick apart an Edelman draft. It's always good.
No, Uno had a big draft here as it was going on. It fell perfectly early to him. Getting Hampton at that value to be his RB1, and then he does the right thing. He gets his two more receivers. He bangs out a solid veteran in a good spot in Monty, and he backs up with Brooks as a 3 with the upside of Brooks, right? KC Concepcion, everybody loves, and a veteran wide receiver in Sutton after that. So now you got 5 wide receivers and 3 running backs to play with. I keep talking about it through 8 rounds. If you can have 5 and 3, I mean, you got options. You have options at who you can play at flex. You have time to give Brooks to see what Brooks is early in the season. KC Concepcion is probably going to be a PPR monster. You could stick in early along with Parker Washington. And then if you pick, my thing, just going back real quick, Paul, to when we were in the middle of the draft talking about Sutton. Sutton is going to, and I had this conversation actually this morning with a friend talking about Sutton. That's why I guess he was on my brain. But Sutton is going to be every week either 21 points or 7 points. You just got to pick the right game for Sutton. Sutton is going to have the 6 for 85 and a touchdown games.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. He will.
In that offense. It's just when is he going to have it, and when is he going to have the 3 for 38 game? It's going to be either or in that Broncos offense. And if you could put Sutton in the flex spot on those weeks, he's 6 for 85 and a touchdown as your eighth rounder. It's going to be a really good pick. And that's why I think I've come back in on adding Sutton to my draft plan a little more. With all that being said, he nails the first 8 rounds, and then he nails the next couple rounds with, he gets one of the last big tight ends in Fannin, and he puts a great quarterback room together with 2 top 10 quarterbacks in Lawrence and Prescott as a combo. So
he put together I called the poor man's Jaguar stack: Lawrence, Washington, and Brenton Strange.
Yeah. Yeah. And
so Team 6, let's look at 6. Matty, start us Team 6.
Mm-hmm. Team 6, I really like what he did. JSN Neighbors Flowers, fantastic start.
First 4 rounds, Loveland, outrageous.
Yeah, you put Loveland on top of that. I'm still a Scatterboo guy. I understand you people starting to get worried. He got Judkins. I think Judkins is a good runner. I'm not really in on him this year, but that's just my preference. Warren, good pass catcher. Let's see. Trying to see. The Daniels dart, I like that he doubled up. He did the right thing. Yeah. I'm trying to look. He got Adonai.
This is a nice team. Nicely built team. Very nice.
I like this team a lot. That I did like this team as it was being built.
I think that 8, 9, 10 was really nice. You got Diggs there, and then he came. And then he got Lloyd. I
Lloyd,
was
yeah.
hoping Lloyd would make it to us.
He's got a nice running back room. Davis is
Yeah.
a not bad guy to have as your fifth in case James Cook runs into problems. This is a solid team. It's hard to poke any holes at Team 6. Chris, Team 7. What do you think about Team 7?
Team 7 was another one I remember. I remember just thinking that the middle of the board was the where
Was
you
very
wanted
good.
to be in this draft, and everybody had a good draft in the middle. And he starts off running back, and when that happens in the middle of the board, I still think you could pull off some good wide receiver builds, right? So you get two bell cows. You could kind of forget about the running back position now for a while. It's exactly what he did. He hits all yellow, but he sneaks in. He takes advantage of Tyler Warren being there in the 5th, gets an elite. It's dangerous now, right? To do that, you probably I'd be looking for more yellow at that point. But that's the debate right there in the 5th. If you're 2-2 and Tyler Warren's on the board, do you pull up a receiver you maybe not in love with to be your 3, or do you take the advantage over at tight end? I'm more inclined to do what this guy did and take Tyler Warren and then see if hopefully I could put together my wide receiver room. He puts Brian Thomas and Jaden Reed out there. Good receivers.
And Addison, too. He throws
Addison was
and Addison. And he sneaks in an elite quarterback, a top 6 guy in Herbert. So I like this one, too.
We say, like, when you take the 3 running backs, you got to just pound the yellow. He took the 2 running backs, and I think he did a really good job with the position he was in. Like you said, he got the 5 receivers, a top-tier tight end, and an elite quarterback. So,
Yeah, this is a well-constructed team. So, Team 8. So, Matty, start us off. 3 running back build.
He did exactly what we've been saying all summer. Yeah. The thing is, like, Tyson's is 5, and if his 4 can hold, for me, I'd probably go Addison there. That's where, and I think Tyson, if he's healthy, second half could be a beast. But starting with 3 running backs, I'm not going to take that guy. I'm going to take Addison, who's had the spike weeks. You saw his first 2 seasons. He put up big numbers as a wide receiver too. That's
and you got Evans, Matt. You got Evans, who's not
that's
exactly
the problem right there.
That's the thing too. That's another reason why you got to go Addison. Yeah.
Right, 100%. You can't take
yes, but let's play this game. Okay, when you look at a team build like this, you got to realize he's got 4 receivers for 3 spots, right? So McLaurin, Terry, Downs, and Pittman are 4 receivers for 3 spots. You have your flex locked in with your running backs. So when you draft a Tyson as your 5, you're saying, hurry up, get back, and now I got a receiver that's going to be my 3 or 4 in Tyson, right?
That's true.
So
I take it back. You're 100% right, and I like the Chris.
Assuming Evans is healthy. Assuming Evans plays.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to assume is what. Like, obviously, you're not going to draft him and say, "Oh, I'm screwed. I got Evans," or else you're not thinking along this lines. But when you take a guy that's hurt already in Tyson, and you're hoping he's only out the first 4 weeks of the season, when he comes back, now you got a 5-man wide receiver room for 3 spots still.
And he also threw a couple of guys, Chris, to the back end, Naylor and Chris Bell, we spoke about, which may not be useless guys either. So, I like – look at this team. I like it personally. I like the Chris Rodriguez in the 11th round. And even Chuba, even if Chuba's,
solid.
splitting time, why not? Like as
solid bangers just to have some depth at running back. Yeah. You can't just because you draft the 3 big guys at the top doesn't mean you don't have to look at running back again until round 18. You still got to put something up.
He did it right. You shouldn't be looking until round 10, like you hit the double digits.
Right.
Around 10, 11. And
the only hair I would split, guys, is I'm taking Baker Mayfield way ahead of Malik Willis or Jordan Love or Shuck. That's if I'm going to split hair, especially with Purdy's He's a little frail of a guy. That's again not splitting hairs, but I wouldn't be taking Malik
Yeah,
Willis over any of those guys.
I'm a Baker guy, so I would have went Baker.
But there are some people, and
love him
I'm
if he
sure
stays
that
healthy.
love Malik Willis, think he's a cheat code to 25 fantasy points every week because of his rushing ability. So can't knock the pick either. It's probably the way he feels.
All right, Team 9, Chris. What do you think of Team 9?
Team 9.
A lot of rookies.
Team 9 was not one of my favorites. I did not love Team 9. Obviously, the first 2 rounds excluded. You can't go wrong in the first 2 rounds. Honestly, guys, can you go wrong in the first 2 rounds?
No, unless you push somebody up that you should.
I mean, I'm trying to. Have you seen a combination in the first 2 rounds where you're like, oh, this guy's effed? Not many, in my opinion. The top 27, 8 overall is so locked in that unless you take somebody outside of the top 35 or something like that, bring them into the second round, you really can't mess up the first 2 rounds.
But
anyway,
Chris,
yeah.
Would you say if instead of Harvey, say he went with one of the veteran running backs because he has the 2 rookies, say a Dobbins, a Mason, or a Pollard?
No, I'm getting there, Matt. I'm just talking about the first 2 rounds. I'm saying, but after that, you can't take Jeremiah Love, a rookie that's hurt, as your RB1 that early. Then come back with a rookie running back in Price, and then hope that Harvey's the guy that is the glue that keeps it all together. Like the running back room is way too risky, way too all over the place for me. I think the team is in trouble at the running back position.
I mean, Chris, I look at this team.
I got no problem with his wide receiver room.
If he goes Lamb, London, Flowers, Watson, then he can hit Price. Instead of Stribling, you take Henderson or Stevenson. That team is unbelievable.
I mean, if you take Derrick Henry, I mean, you take Henry there, and then I have almost no problems up until the Harvey pick.
Yeah,
Laporta, I thought he pushed Laporta early too. I thought Laporta went early at 8.
I don't know about that. Yeah. That's a preference. I mean, if Laporta can stay healthy, I think he's going to be really good this year.
Yeah, I really don't have any.
I like Shaheed a lot too. I mean, he did get Tal Algier,
So he did back up Love with Algier. So I give him credit for that.
I don't know if I would have backed up Laporta with Andrews. I think I would have went with something more.
And then look at his last tight end, Chris, your boy. This is a Chris Vaccaro build. Andrews and Hawkinson. I'm surprised Chris isn't asking us about a trade team.
Not a dick statement.
Okay, let's go to team 10.
The truth. Yeah. All right, team 10, Matty.
Team 10. Yeah, I mean, you can argue about Lemon and Pierce, but he got 4 receivers that, should be startable right there. You got the 3 running backs. So his flex after the first 7 rounds is optional. What he did, what I don't like is, Pat Mahomes and then Stroud. That's not the quarter. Like Mahomes is my QB2. I like that a lot better. Like Woody Marks did not have to be the pick there. I would have went quarterback.
He only drafted one
somewhere along the lines in that Mekhi Lemon, Alec Pierce, Woody Marks 3 rounds. You got to move up the tight end or the quarterback, if not both.
Yeah, both. That would have been perfect.
To go get your 6th receiver, even though I get the upside of Pierce, maybe he becomes the 4 on this team. It's risky. Did he even draft another tight end after Likely?
No, he did not.
Yeah, so not the best constructed team out here.
All right, team 11. Chris, start team 11.
Yeah, team 11 I like. You go with 2 monsters at running back. You have to come back with 2 wide receivers. He does that. He comes back around. Unless he's an Evans or Carnell Tate guy, just say maybe he's not. He looks at the board. He sees Swift, ETN, Price, Montgomery, Scatterbo. You got to take one of them and make them your flex player. There's no point in forcing a receiver in that spot in the 5th round. So he's going to flex. He's going to flex a running back there. Now he comes all the way back around, and now he still gets a solid 3 that's probably no different than any of the receivers he would have took in place of Swift. You know, if you like Michael Wilson in that offense, you can't tell me he's that much of a drop off than Godwin, Harrison, Tate, whatever. So now he's got 3 and 3 through 6. He hits on an elite quarterback that some have as a number 2. I really like Romeo Dobbs as a 4. He gets an elite, a really good tight end in crap. Really good, just straight through.
It's a nice team.
Yeah,
that was the difference for Team 10. If they had Kraft instead of Lemon right there, I think that team looks a lot better.
I agree with
Team
you,
12, we talked about a little bit, the Bowers start. Matt, I think you just come
Yeah, I mean, it's a unique kind of build. You know, you're looking at Bowers at the 1-2 turn. Then you got Allen. But like Chris said, he got running backs. I mean, am I going to feel super confident with that backfield right now? No. I mean, I do like White. I do like Gainwell. I think Stevenson is, going to be good, but I don't think Stevenson's great. And he has a chance at some point getting usurped, in my opinion. That's just mine. So, but, I don't get the Katron Allen pick in round 10. Unless, I guess maybe he's trying to just corner the Commanders running back room, which I don't know if you want to do.
Yeah, that was a little iffy. I like this build, though. The way it was done, obviously running back is going to be his weakness, but you could see him putting it together. You get 2 pass-catching running backs as your RB2. It's going to be based on Ramondre. If Ramondre holds up and he's getting 15, 20 touches a week, and then you're just getting, your 12 to 15 PPR points from either Gainwell or White there. You got your receivers, you got your elite quarterback and tight end. You're going to need some help from your bench. He gets 3 more wide receivers that he could stick in as a flex every week between Debo, Jacoby Myers, and Wicks. You know what? I thought I would, as it was being built during I was like, this is going to be all over the map. But it came together pretty well. I think I would have stuck one more running back instead of Debo. I think we said that during the...
we talked about that, yeah. He had a lot of options that he passed up.
I do like the Ted Hurst pick late.
So, yeah, that's the board. If I had to summarize everything, I'd say that teams in the middle, 5, 6, 7, were the strongest out of... I mean, I think we're right there as well, looking back. But 5, 6, and 7, I thought were the best teams.
All right, so, boys, I think we're done here. It's officially Friday, August 28th. The day of the Legacy Draft. We're here with one of the participants. Chris, I wish you luck. Of course, we'll text you tomorrow, but good luck tomorrow to you.
1 week from today, live drafts at the GST. So not that it hasn't started already, but man, I feel like we are right now in the middle of in the heart of draft season going forward. As soon as we wake up tomorrow, straight through the next 2 weeks.
The high stakes time. It's all the big ones.
Sunday night, me and Paul will close out the summer live stream with a Primetime.
Maddie and I have
a lot of
almost sold out. Almost filled. Just
wow! Everybody wants a ticket. Everybody wants a ticket. Are you going to bring on like all your guests from the past 3 months? Are you going to bring them all on for like a
Because I feel like reunion shows are when you jump the shark, right? When you need to bring back reunions, that means your content is over. Maddie and I will be full of fresh ideas on Sunday night. But guys, thank you. By the way, so this concludes my Fantasy Empire 2-game stint. Thank you for having me, fellas.
I'm sure hunting season's around the corner, Paul.
Kareem Hunting season. It was about an hour ago.
Well, I'm pretty sure we'll see you again in these during the season.
Boys, thank you. Good luck again, Chris. Tomorrow we'll be texting. I'm sure. Maddie, be in touch. Let me put the final on here. Everyone watching, thank you for supporting us and the boys on Fantasy Empire. They'll be back every week with awesome content, so you know where to tune in for the best fantasy advice. So again, boys, good night. See you tomorrow. Good luck, Mr. Vaccaro.
Thank you, sir.